Go. Jason Garrett not here getting prepared for the Notre Dame game, but he's rolling with the Eagles alongside Tony Dungy. What are the expectations that we have to see this Eagles offense under Kellen Moore? We're going to learn a lot today.
We're going to learn a lot. I think that's why I'm picking the Packers. I think the Eagles are super talented. They're really good, but I just got to see that offense and the defense first before I take it.
I'm excited to see the offense. A lot of weapons. What I want to see is how does Vic Fangio come in with this defense? He's an older coach. A lot of talk about that last year in Miami. How does it mesh with this Eagles defense?
Meanwhile, Jack Tony Rodney, I know that Coach Dungy, he doesn't like the fact he doesn't see starters in the preseason, so we know that we're going to learn a lot here today. Coach, what do you think is going to be our biggest takeaway after this game ends?
Well, Maria, I want to see what's going to happen in the fourth quarter. How are these teams going to respond without playing their starters very much in the preseason?
Let's see. We've got Corinthians Stadium.
Who's going to make the fewest mistakes in the fourth quarter?
Coach, I think a big story.
What is Corinthians' record in the Brazilian Campeonato?
The Eagles, will they be able to stop the run of Saquon Barkley?
And, you know, we talked
Now,
about teams-
this is interesting. The game is at Corinthians Stadium, and Corinthians has 7 Serie A titles and 3 runner-ups. So I think probably it's going to signal the Packers they're going to win the football game. The Packers wear the green. Well, they wear the. Oh yeah, they're a green team like Brazil. They were yellow like Brazil. They're the winningest football team. Brazil is the winningest team in the World Cup. So this is straight up Packers tonight. Packers are more of a popular team on the global stage than the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Packers are going to be a team that's going to cater to Brazil. Jordan Love is number 10. Pele's number 10. So I like the Jordan Love symbolism. Too many different coaches on the Eagles side. They have a lot of systems that they have to. It's not going to be a smooth process, especially when you have starters out during the preseason. So they have to get used to different systems on offense and defense with this shakeup in the coaching staff. The Packers, they're bringing back the same coaching staff. In the Packers, the Eagles finished 2-5, I think, to end last year or something like that, I think. Of course, I think if they go 2-6, I think Love is Camacho 26, if I'm not mistaken. And the Green Bay Packers, they grew as a team throughout the postseason last year. They competed with San Francisco. So the Eagles, they don't have good momentum dating back to last year. This is a game where it'll give the Cowboys some hope before they inevitably lose against the Ravens. And I think they're playing against NFC North, so Cowboys going to lose the ball too. We'll see how they do against the Browns. But this is going to be a game that's going to give the Dallas Cowboys false hope. The Packers are going to be a contender in the NFC. This is going to be a game that is going to show that, hey, the Packers and the Lions are going to be going for the top spot in the NFC. But yeah, Corinthians 7-3 in the Serie A of Brazil. Packers is 73. Green Bay is going to win the game. Now, what's Camacho Corinthians? I hope I'm copying and pasting that correctly. Corinthians FC. Corinthians Paulista. I guess this was referencing Sao Paulo.
That's exactly what we'll give you. Find your local store at TotalWireless.com.
Corinthians currently in the Serie A of Brazil have 10 draws and 10 losses. Corinthians just come on to 58. I would like to see if there are any 58s we should be aware about. It'd also be Sirianni's 18th loss because I don't think Jalen Hurts lost any games in 2020. Okay. Yeah, it would be Sirianni's 18th loss in the regular season. 18 losses. Love is Camacho of 18. the 18th admitted state of the union is where the Super Bowl is going to be played at. So I expect Sirianni to lose his 18th regular season game as Eagles coach. Yes, I will. Yep, absolutely. We'll see where Arizona's going to go. I'm tired of hearing about polling. I just want the election to be over with. This here, we're under 2 months away. I can't wait till election is over. I can't wait till Trump goes to trial. So, Trumkin has said today that I don't care about the presidency. All that matters is the 4 indictments right now. But a lot of independents in Arizona. There's more independents compared to registered Republicans and Democrats. So the Republican Party's not doing anything to kind of stay away from extremism. So I think Democrats are in great shape here. Matt LaFleur. I mean, Packers are 1-0. Jordan Love is 1-0. Is he number 10? He's number 10 too. He wears number 10.
Let's turn the public address announcer here at Corinthians Arena as we get set for the first NFL action in Brazil.
Matt LaFleur, it'd be his 57th win as a coach, and I think the Eagles Packers 1957 NFL championship may have been a famous game played. I think I was right. Let me see. Oh no, the Lions won the 1957 championship game. Okay. Oh, it was the 1960 NFL championship. That was the Packers and the Eagles. That was Vince Lombardi's last loss. LaFleur can win his 60th game overall. He has 56 regular season wins and 3 wins in the playoffs. So I think he gets that 60th win overall as a reference to Vince Lombardi's last playoff loss in the 1960 NFL championship. So I'm definitely going Packers tonight. Well, which team are people in Brazil rooting for tonight? Brazilians' favorite NFL team. The team hosting the NFL game rejects Packers and Eagles green because of soccer rivalry. I think it's Corinthians and Palmeiras, I think. NFL just doesn't get the soccer culture. Completely out of touch with the soccer culture. Brazilian Packer superfans ready for NFL action in Sao Paulo. What about Torcidas dos Times da NFL no Brazil? Looks like Packers are the most popular team in Brazil, followed by the 49ers, the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, the Steelers, the Eagles sitting at number 7. The Packers are the most popular team in Brazil. So the Packers are going to win the game. If you're wondering what I'm reading a Portuguese statement that I have no translation for, but they're the most popular team in Brazil. A favorite wins yesterday, an underdog wins tonight. Packers for the win. Most people, I don't know, the guys there said most people think we're going with the Eagles to win. Hey, Nick Sirianni losing his job. Is he losing his job? Is he losing his job? Whatever. I think We got to have kind of those conversations. Everyone's watching the Eagles on Monday night. Oh, is Nick Sirianni going to lose his job or whatever? Is a team like Jalen Daniels in Washington going to emerge from the shadows, something like that? I don't think the Giants are going to be any good. I think Minnesota is going to beat the Giants. They have Justin Jefferson. I think Sam Darnold may get a win before facing off against the Niners. That general rule doesn't always happen every game. People had the Ravens last night, so it's bad for business if the public always loses. That's just not really how it works. You got to have a little bit of balance. But yeah, if they lost on the Ravens, they don't have money to bet on this game. It's just that easy. You got to go with the team that's carrying momentum from last season. The Packers, they competed hard against San Francisco. The Eagles, they lost against the Bucs. The Eagles completely collapsed in December. You got to go with the Packers. It's not that complicated. Might as well go with the Packers. They're supposed to be good this year. They're supposed to be a team that's going to give Detroit some competition in the NFC North, so the Packers are going to win. I'm not sad Cardinals waived Ritter because he sucked. That was an easy division that he's no longer the Falcons quarterback because he sucked. But he's on the practice squad. I guess the practice squad rules changes. I can't really keep up with the practice squad rules. But yeah, Lions make it to the Super Bowl beginning in a game against their former quarterback, Matt Stafford. Lions are going to win big on Sunday night. I think they're going to win by double digits. The Rams are not good this year. They've got weak linebackers. Aaron Donald is not there. And Stafford, he's a year older. He's not been the same. The Cardinals going to be a playoff team. Marvin Harrison and James Conner and Trey McBride, nobody knows about. They'll lose against Buffalo, but Cardinals will be 1-0 against the division, the conference, when they beat the Rams next week. Travis Kelce will score a touchdown next week against Cincinnati. Now, he's not playing at Cincinnati. He played college football at Cincinnati. The game, I think, is going to be played at Kansas City next week. So, touchdown number 75 for Travis Kelce. I think he gets his first touchdown of the year in about a week or so. And no, Cardinals have a quarterback. They have Kyler Murray. He's one of the most electrifying players in the game. They don't need a quarterback. They already have a quarterback. Kyler just has to stay healthy. They did better last year when Kyler Murray came back from injury. He is a starting elite quarterback in the NFL. Marvin Harrison Jr. get a touchdown against the Rams. I don't think he's going to score against the Bills. If he doesn't score this week, Marvin Harrison gets his first touchdown next week, the son of Marvin Harrison Jr. Which running back for the win? Josh Jacobs or Saquon Barkley? Josh Jacobs. He's played in one playoff game. That was a loss to the Bengals. I got to go 33rd win for Josh Jacobs. 33 is the big number for Masonry. It's the big Freemasonic G on the Packers logo. That's not a meatpacking logo or anything. That's a Freemasonic G logo. The Packers logo is a Masonic logo. It's G for God. It's G for playing knowledge. Playing God, having the secret occultic knowledge. I'll take Josh Jacobs. He runs harder. The Giants have a bad line, so we'll see how he does with the Eagles. This whole new kickoff, it looks so weird, and it's not stopping any concussions. I think two guys got concussions from a kickoff last night. The new kickoff, it looks stupid, and guys are still going to get concussed. I got 1,000 on this game. I bet 1,000 on the spread, and thank goodness his foot was out of bounds, and they didn't go for two. So it was either a Ravens win or a Ravens loss, and the Ravens covering the spread. So I will, yeah, I'll do $1,000 on this game.
Most of the fans here are used to seeing the ball get kicked. This is just a different form of kicking the ball.
That's good to know. Maybe the Browns can beat the Cowboys. So with that new piece of information, maybe I will go with the Browns to win, and the NFC North or the AFC North gets pretty interesting. I don't think Matt Rule's a good coach. I don't know why Nebraska's a big favorite. They didn't do shit last year. They're like 6-6. So I think Nebraska started the trash talk this week. So I go Colorado, and the Dion haters go all crazy. Let's support Josh Jacobs. Let's support Jacobs tonight. Go, Josh Jacobs. Support Josh Jacobs. Cowboys suck. They gave up 49 points. Cowboys cannot stop the run. They're a soft football team. The Browns run the football, obviously. So I think it's just, Cowboys are going to struggle against these teams that run the ball like the Browns and the Ravens too. You know, the Ravens are going to destroy Dallas. Ravens are going to destroy the Cowboys. Lamar Jackson, if he ran 122 yards yesterday, he's going to run crazy on the Cowboys. Number 10, Pele number 10. They got the green and the yellow like Brazil. Every team should draft a young kid and sit him for 4 years, like Aaron Rodgers, and now Jordan Love, I think, sat for 3 years. We are Del Romeo. We are Del Romeo. Yeah, they can pay Colorado. Colorado didn't cover the spread last week. Colorado money line didn't pay anything out last week. There are a lot of people who hate Deion Sanders. A lot of people are betting on Nebraska. Come on. Matt Rule or Deion Sanders? Matt Rule? I'm going Deion Sanders. They destroyed Nebraska last year. It was like 36-14. They destroyed them last year. Deion Sanders. His name is Nakobe. That's a unique name.
Mitchell, the first round pick, expected to be a big time player in that defensive backfield along with the return of Gardner Johnson as Jacobs is one down by Vaughn, right at the line of scrimmage. Vaughn's an interesting guy, playing for Big Ten. 66 years old, and he's been fortunate for many years.
That was a quick snap.
Quick snap, low, block, open, it's not. Jaden Reed in the soft spot, stays on his feet, touchdown.
What's the penalty on? I think it won't be anything down the field unless if someone was not lined up or anything. It was a quick snap. Oh, both both have 12 men on the. Repeat that down.
I'm not sure. I can remember the last time I've seen 12 versus 12. It was a nice job by Jordan Love. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 on offense. They're trying to get a guy off here for the Eagles. That had to be the 12th man. Wasn't able to get up the sideline in time.
No, bro, you can't do that.
Touchdown taken off the board for Green Bay. Another look at third down and 6. Love back to pass. Floats it near the end zone. Incomplete.
That's not a flag. That's a good no call.
Leon Mitchell, first round pick out of Toledo. We knew he was going to start tonight, and it went right after with the best deep threat on this team, Christian Watson.
Are they able to kick a field goal?
15 pounds, has great speed, and Mitchell does a beautiful job just riding into the sideline. He's in phase. Has a little bit of a
This is all Jordan Love because it all began against the Eagles. Aaron Rodgers suffered I think, a pinky injury at Philadelphia a couple of years ago in November. Jordan Love, his starting experience, it was his team, a relief appearance against the Eagles on Sunday Night Football, and now another new season with Jordan Love. So this game, I think, is going to be centered around Jordan Love.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's an even play, right? 12 versus 12, but you can only have 11. Again, Philadelphia was trying to get their 12th man off. Green Bay ran the play with 12 in formation. So they did go quick as well. Yeah. And now fourth down and 6, and it still looks like the Green Bay offense is going to stay on the field. They converted fourth down 50% of the time last season. This is somewhere in that in between, but with a good kicker that's
I kick the field goal or punt the ball. Are they really going to snap it, or are they just going to try to have them jump off sides?
So they feel like they have 6 real guys at wide receiver and a talented tight end group in Musgrave and Kraft. So
I think optimal fourth down percentage rate should be around 66. You get it roughly 2 out of 3 times. I don't think they're going to snap it. Let's see if they are going to get it. They false start. I just rather play field position here. I think 6 yards is too much.
Gave the extra consideration, and now there goes the punt team. He was going to work against Bryce Love. Number 50. Number 71 and number 63. Left tackle with the center. A whole lot of movement. That was nearly everybody but the center, which is my favorite call to play ball, by the way. The penalty really is on the center for not snapping on time. Daniel Whelan, the second-year punter.
Packers, they cut Carlson. Their kicking was bad. We'll see if how the new kicker is going to be. I have no idea who the new kicker is, but that was something that was a weakness last year. Was Carlson was missing too many field goals.
He's very crafty as a return man and a good slot receiver as well. Utah, Whelan, fair catch. Philadelphia's offense will start its season from about the 10-yard line. They'll go 90 if they can get there. Scoreless start in the first Brazil NFL game.
Sao Paulo is gematria of 28, same gematria as Packers.
Did you know Nationwide is so much more than a great
This
insurance
game
company?
screams Packers all the way. Packers gematria 28, Sao Paulo 28.
So much more than quarterback Peyton Manning. I'm also Peyton Manning.
Sao Paulo, Brazil. Sao Paulo, Brazil is also gematria 60. It can be LaFleur's 60th win overall as a coach. The two teams faced off in the 1960 NFL championship game. So 60th win overall for Matt LaFleur. When you write out Brazil with the S, Sao Paulo, Brazil is gematria 53. I think Saquon Barkley is 53. His free agent acquisition was all scripted by the numbers. The schedule came out the schedule came out after free agency. Saquon Barkley, Sao Paulo, Brazil. I think Josh Jacobs, he came from the Raiders. The Raiders is 53. Are we due for a comeback game tonight? A comeback winner, comeback from Macho 53. Almost saw it last night. Granted, the comeback fell short. A lot of 53 in action.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you can spend Sundays with your teams. All in one place.
I think Sao Paulo means St. Paul. Lions easily got this division in the bag if the Packers lose, because in my mind, there's no way the Lions are losing on Sunday night. Any big fumble tonight?
One thing to keep in mind as we embark on this journey in Sao Paulo, it is winter down here, so 63 degrees.
Yeah, don't forget, it's winter over there. Probably the under would be a smart play if you had the weather in mind.
A lot more of this Jalen Hurts under center this season.
The ball's at the 10-yard line. Look at that. The ball's at the 10-yard line. Pele number 10. Pele number 10. Jordan Love number 10. The drive starts at the 10-yard line.
Yesterday, he was not sure what kind of cleats he wanted to wear in this game.
2nd and 15. At their 5-yard line, the Packers trying to win their 5th championship in their history. See, this is what I'm talking about. Screw going for it on 4th down. Trust your defense in the elements in the winter. Get the ball back. Get good field position at around the 50-yard line. There's 60 minutes of game action. Don't take reckless risks early on in the game.
You know, it's funny. You come all this way, and it's really very similar to the field they have in Lambeau. I think these Packers look like they got better footing.
We got a little bit of a Hoosiers type
Play that sticks.
from the end zone. Intercepted.
That was great coverage. This was triple coverage. Should have never thrown the ball. Intercepted. The Packers get the ball inside the 20 at the 19. Number 29 gets the INT. Super Bowl 58 is on 2-9. Number 29 with the interception.
And it's thrown late. First of all, Clay Walker, number 7, does a great job of running underneath the route. And then the safety, the new acquisition, McKinney, who has done this his
Jalen Hurts he had a pretty mediocre year, I think, statistically passing. So not looking good early on. Still bad momentum carried on from last year for the Eagles. That was a stupid sack to take right there. Number 53 with the sack. Sao Paulo 53. Saquon 53. Number 53 gets the sack. Sao Paulo, Brazil's 53. The Raiders 53. Comeback 53. Saquon Barkley 53. Oh, unnecessary roughness. You've got to be kidding me. Jalen Carter, the hothead. What did he get in a speedy incident or something? Didn't a couple people die or something? What incident was Jalen Carter involved? Hothead gets a penalty.
We just want to see our team execute cleanly, and right now, Philadelphia hurting themselves on this one.
First down carry, cut, Jacobs spun down. DJ Gardner-Johnson went down low to chop it.
Running game hasn't caught on yet for the Packers, but they want to try to keep running it. Jalen Carter, you dumbass.
I don't know if that needed to be a flag, but it's always the last one that gets caught.
And after the play foul is an after play foul. That was a penalty.
Carter expected to continue to develop in year 2 out of Georgia. Immense talent.
I think play action right here. I think, yeah, it is play action. The pressure was good there. The holding on the Packers, it looks like it's going to get pushed back a little bit. They play soccer in Brazil. They kick a ball. The first kick's from a field goal. Scripted. They play kickball over there. That turf is terrible.
Outside edge pass rushers do a nice job of hooking the arm of the left tackle and drawing that play.
Jacobs lined up out wide at the top of your screen on 2nd and 20. Love surveys, rifles, it's drops. Wicks could not corral it. Takes a shot on top of the green blended chip. Choppy start here. Blankenship really stood out in his second season last year with Philadelphia. Career highs in tackles, interceptions, and passes defended. Makes it 3rd and 20.
I just can't see how. I'd have a hard time seeing Miami lose against Buffalo on Thursday.
Jacobs looking to set up his blocking. Jacobs across the 15 and up much further.
Josh Jacobs, his first drive with the Packers. Jacobs, Camacho 30. They're going to be up 3-0.
The Packers settle for a field goal attempt.
Here comes the rookie, Braden Narveson. Undrafted out of NC State. Spent preseason with Tennessee. Anders Carlson was the kicker in Green Bay last year as a rookie.
He has along of 57 yards. It can be Matt LaFleur's 57th win in the regular season as Packers coach. Eagles won their first Super Bowl in 57 years with Nick Foles. Nick is Camacho 57. 31-yard field goal. It's packed. That's Camacho 31. They make a 31-yard field goal. And that Jags-Dolphins game is a 50-50. It can go either way. That's a game that I'm not even going to bother touching on. Well, they have a chance. Yeah, they do. But I'd be tempted to go Miami in that game.
Thanks, Chris. I have to rush home after work. Neither left.
But hey, I don't care. If Miami loses that game, no one's going to expect them to beat Buffalo. So I don't care.
Getting his game day gear delivered for free with his Walmart Plus membership.
And Walmart Plus includes video streaming.
Now, here's a movie fan who knows you can stream the latest hits with Walmart Plus. What's up, Chris? I got tickets to all the games this year. I'm gonna be on the road a lot. I'll see you there. Now, here's a super fan who never misses a game or a chance to save money on gas with Walmart Plus. I just can't help it. Now here's a guy.
You can't stop talking about the Walmart Plus membership.
Hey, that's my line.
What is Walmart Plus anyway?
Basically, it's Walmart. Plus scoring more ways to save.
How freaking long is that commercial? The Ravens are going to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. The Chiefs are 9-5 versus Baltimore. It was an easy call yesterday. They won on 9-5. It's Baltimore. That's Camacho 95. They lose against Baltimore, but they're going to fall to 9-6 during the playoffs. Lamar is going to improve to 2-5 versus Kansas City. Ravens, Camacho 25. Baltimore Ravens in reverse is Camacho 96. The Ravens' last win over the Chiefs was a 9-6 win. The last time the Ravens won at Arrowhead.
Tonight's SkyCam coverage is brought to you by Walmart Plus.
Lamar's winning at Arrowhead.
Beautiful look here in Sao Paulo. We are about halfway through this opening quarter. You see the coaching staff going over to Jalen Carter. They've got such high expectations, such high hopes for him. Jordan Davis has said he's been so proud of how he's handled himself year one to year two in his development as a pro.
The wide receivers are hardly important players on the Kansas City Chiefs. Wide receivers don't mean anything. That's why they got rid of Tyreek Hill, and this is why they're 2-for-2 winning Super Bowl since Tyreek Hill left. This wide receiver is just a secondary rate player on that team. Hollywood Brown ain't good enough. This is why Cardinals got Marvin Harrison Jr., because they're looking for a real number one wide receiver. Hollywood Brown is just a second-rate wide receiver who only is going to look good because of who the quarterback is. Same thing with Smith-Schuster. Lane Johnson has played years in the NFL. What year in the league is that for him? The third time the charm for the Baltimore Ravens over the Kansas City Chiefs.
Such a unique skill set. And not only is he a talented passer, but a dynamic, powerful runner. That's a whole different element to this Eagles offense.
Second down and 7. Quick strike to the outside for Gunner. Not much room there. Covered up by Bullard as we go down to Caleb.
Looked like the Packer defense was all over the underneath action.
Looking down at their shoes. Saquon Barkley, one of those who was testing out, and you said a cleat just went on before taking the field.
But it's going to be very hard to see a Giants victory over the Vikings. The Vikings have one of the top wide receivers, and Sam Darnold. What has he learned from Kyle Shanahan? Wow! He fumbled. Now it's gonna be 10-0. It's gonna be 10-0, like Pele's number, like Jordan Love's number. A new center. That's right.
He snapped it was not ready in the second turnover at the beginning.
Well, they were gifted this game. The Packers were gifted this game. This is going to be a blowout. Eagles really are trash. Washington probably is going to be much better this year. They're called holding penalty now. Jacking off, committing holding penalties, keeping the game close. All the holding.
When this ball bounced outside, I'm not sure Tucker Kraft anticipated Jacobs bouncing this outside.
The Raiders are the Faders. That team is a joke. This team ain't good for anything. They could have had Jim Harbaugh. This is a poverty-ass organization. This is what the Raiders are. They poverty-ass organization. They trash. They could have had Jim Harbaugh, but no, they didn't. Antonio Pierce is not a head coach. He needed Jim Harbaugh. They absolutely blew it. Yeah, he got pretty good yardage there. I think they can manage something out of 2nd and 11. If they make it 3rd and manageable, 3rd and short, 3rd and 5. Man, Eagles are trash. This team is awful. This team's a joke. This is a 2-team conference as far as I can tell. Lions and the Packers are clearly the top 2 teams, unless if Kirk Cousins, Captain Kirk, is going to prove something to Minnesota playing an easy division. They're going for it. They're going for it. They're going for the first down. There's no Josh Jacobs. They have a whiny prima donna wide receiver. Devontae Adams, might as well join the Chargers. You should join the Chargers. There's no hope over here for 10, 15 years. This team, all they do is fade away to obscurity. They have a loser of an owner. They have a loser of a franchise. They completely sold out, leaving Oakland for Las Vegas. They're not allowed to win when people are betting on the Raiders every single year living in Las Vegas. Now, they will go for it, surely, I think. If they try to go for it at 4th and 8 or 4th and 9 at midfield, they're going to go for it. They need to tush-push the Eagles. Get them a taste of their old medicine with this tush-push stuff. Are they going to try it? It's 4th and 2. That's a little bit too long to try it. He got it. All right, Raiders. Josh Jacob. He got the first down. Eagles are trash. Eagles going down. This was an easy game to call. This was as easy as last night. I think it's a first down, ref.
Really nice play by Nakobe Dean. Watch him come inside. He slows him up a little bit. When I talked to Vic Fangio about Josh Jacobs, he says he has the ability to push the pile for extra yards, and that's exactly what he did. It was not a flashy run, but it was effective to get a first down.
Of course, 10 is the big Pele number. Josh Jacobs going to get a touchdown. Don't run it in with Josh Jacobs. They're in the lead. They don't need the timeout as far as I can tell. Nick Sirianni see the little immature high school kid on the sidelines. And not even the Eagle players trust him. Not even the Eagle players respect him. Jay is the 10th letter. Josh, the Packers be up 10-0. Josh Jacobs.
NFL's rushing leader 2 seasons ago. He said he's looking to add and really kind of but showcase that part of his game a lot more since coming to
This was a great signing by the Packers, Josh Jacobs. He gets to leave that poverty-ass organization. He gets to have a real quarterback.
with this team.
And a favorable matchup with Watson and his slot.
Love looking end zone. Close. Caught. No, it's dropped. Watson had it. Leggett knocked it, and the flag is down.
Swiss cheese in the gloves. He dropped that.
We're going to get a penalty on Romeo Dobbs. Offensive
Boo! Boo! It's 13 yards. They can make something out of 13 yards.
contact. It doesn't even look like he's running around. Knocks the man off, and it really wasn't the guy that
They should just run the ball. What kind of stupid play is this? Run it 4 times. It's not that hard.
Five Packer penalties, round for 40 yards.
5 slacker penalties. You guys are jacking off. As many penalties as Brazil World Cup victories. Pack is 13. The ball is at the 13-yard line.
Take the handoff. Love. Rolls. Dumps. Cracks. Looking to turn it upfield. Lowers the shoulder. And it gets to the 5.
They should still be able to score. I still think it's a 3-down territory, I think. Because you only need 5 yards. You know the Eagles are self-destructing. You have great field position. It is winter over at the Southern Hemisphere. You go for it.
fake block, hung in there for a 2 count, and then released in the flat for a nice completion.
Feels like where Josh Jacobs generally thrives. Goal line type, red zone type opportunity. They fake it to him. Love. Rolls. Love. Just get rid of it.
Well, maybe not. Maybe they will actually have to kick a field goal.
Nobody else in there. Does a nice job. The only thing you can do, there's Slay on his man.
I don't like the idea of number 13 running towards the center of the field where there's going to be a lot of coverage. They need a design route for him to run towards the corner of the red zone.
Smart decision, a definite decision to let the play out again.
Slay matched up with Dobbs at the top. Third and goal. Love. On course. Incomplete. Looked like another.
These wide receivers suck.
He's on a crossing route and he goes to the back of the end zone. And I think if he doesn't slip, he probably catches it for a touchdown. Watch him gain.
The turf is just terrible.
But just haven't lost it.
Everybody is a little slippery. The throw could have been better right there. He really didn't slip.
Down here, he dropped one. That time he slipped. Not able to
Another kick.
Hutchinson back on this time for a 23-yard attempt. After making 31 in the last drive. Hutchinson is 2 for 2 to start his NFL career. 2 Philly turnovers, 2 Green Bay field goals off of them, and 6-0 Packers in first.
Packers are just keeping this game close. NFL trying to make the money from Peacock. It's all business. Is what it is. You can't have people tuning outside of Peacock, tuning outside the game, turning the game off. So it's all fugazi, the holds, the penalties. It really could have been 14-0. But here we are. Here we are. The 1960 NFL Championship game. Vince Lombardi's last loss in the playoffs. The score is 6-0. So just another day of your rigged NFL. Reference to the Packers Eagles championship game 1960, 6-0. So the world is a stage and the men and women are merely players.
Life doesn't wait for you to get paid. Introducing MyPay from Chime, a revolutionary new way of getting your pay when you want. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. When any day is payday, it's a good day. Get paid when you say with my pay. Get started at Chime.com.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus free delivery, which frees up your whole afternoon. Thank you. It's Walmart Plus gas discounts, so you can go to the state fair, at the state away. Plus an included Paramount Plus subscription to stream dramas, plus comedies, plus rom-com dramedies. That's showbiz, baby. Basically, it's Walmart plus more ways to save time and money. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
It won't surprise me to see the Eagles start 0-2. I think the Falcons have a really good young team that were just not utilized correctly. In my view, I think the Eagles they need a new
Hey,
coach.
it's me, Kevin Hart. Tonight's game, big. Be sure to check out my new series, Fight Night. That's streaming now. Speaking of birds, fly eagles fly. EAGLES Eagle.
All right, you see that landing zone right there from the 20 to the goal line, and Brady Arbison dropped it right in there on left, right at the 20. Now, if it goes shy of the 20, that ball goes to the 40-yard line as if it's out of bounds. It doesn't look like
It just looks so weird. Look at
the
that.
back of the end zone, and this will start from the
Whole thing is stupid. The whole kickoff rule is stupid.
The first one, a bad decision by Jalen Hart. Jalen Hurts throwing the football late and down the middle, and Xavier McKinney, the new acquisition from the New York Giants, reading the quarterback all the way, playing beautifully at the free safety position. And this one more on the new center, Cam Turner.
6 gifted points. It's amazing that it wasn't 10-0.
Fortunately for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, this new Vic Fangio defense sniffing in the red zone and forced 2 field goals.
First 2 drives for turnovers. What's going to be the first non-turnover drive? Points or a punt?
Back to the air, quick strike. It's the second catch of the day for Dallas Goedert against this Green Bay defense.
Kenny Clark, UCLA, CJ Williams, Florida, Sean Gary, Michigan, Isaiah McDuffie, Boston College, Quay Walker, Chris Conley, Australia, Eric Wilson, Cincinnati, Jair Alexander, Louisville, Xavier McKinney, Alabama, DeBron Bowler, Georgia, Eric Rose Jr., Utah Huntsville.
Confident Luke complete Luke for a first-year defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley, after 4 seasons as the head coach at Boston College. Handoff, Barkley.
Third down. Saquon looked pretty explosive on that run.
So excited because this is a guy with head coaching experience, understands what being a head coach means, but he also said he sees defense better before he's out there.
They try to show one thing, do something different. And, now schematically at BC, he was a heavy single high safety, a high percentage of man-free coverage, cover 3, a little bit different philosophy. And they went from a 3-4 alignment to a 4-man defensive front that's a little bit more attacking.
1 yard. Are they going to do it? Tush push?
Throwing in a long one. Hurts over the middle, it's caught. Flags down. Brown has the
Somebody jumped. They're going to decline the penalty, right?
Which side this came from? It looked like Green Bay may have been the neutral zone.
I think Kenny Clark, number 97, may have gotten off a little bit early into the neutral zone.
Still 97. The penalties are gone. We're going to go this first down.
You see it right in the middle. Motion pre-snap, getting A.J. Brown now involved in the offense again. This skill group for the Eagles is as good as anybody. Anywhere in the league. Wide receiver, running back, tight end.
Hurts hesitates. Hurts, who ran all over this Green Bay defense 2 years ago in the previous matchup, gains 2.
Good contain right there of Jalen Hurts.
Hurts, who had 150 rushing and passing yards in that game, to go with a couple of passing touchdowns. 40 or 30 victory. We know that's what said it. It's trying to blend and marry almost the style of Prince with the style of Moore, who has shown that his offense can lead the league.
And this team isn't going to win anything because they have Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator.
How does Kellen Moore utilize that and blend that with some of the things that he really feels strongly about?
First back to the air. Right hold, caught Devontae Smith. Next one man makes home. He gets walled.
That was a great move by Devontae Smith.
Hit from over the middle and laid the ball.
Beautiful job, Bill, by Devontae Smith. Not only sitting down and catching the football, but just kind of retreating a little bit after the catch. Watch, he knows it. He cuts it in, he retreats, and gets the first down.
Zero first down in the first two offensive possessions for Philly. Winding down this first quarter with 2 first downs here. Play action pass right back to Smith. Setting up his blocker. Smith slips through and gains time.
One thing the Eagles love to do is they make you defend the whole field. A lot of smoke screens, but they'll take your deep shots too.
We're one here at Sao Paulo, the first game of the Southern Hemisphere. It's 6-0 Packers as they're
We'll see if they score a touchdown. Joe Burrow, they're going to easily beat the Patriots. I don't give a damn if Jamar Chase play or not play. The Bengals are beating the Patriots. Joe Burrow is an elite quarterback. You don't need a star wide receiver to win a football game, especially against a weakened team like the Patriots. The bottom line, the Patriots ain't winning their first game without a coach like Bill Belichick. They are losing against Cincinnati. I see what they did, Bill Belichick. On the Cincinnati. First game without Belichick on the Cincinnati. Funny little quirk there from the NFL. The Patriots, I think they can beat the Seahawks the following week. Sean Payton's just a joke. He's overrated. So, yeah, I think Seahawks will probably beat them. Plus, the Raven coaches, I don't know how they are when they leave Baltimore. They're pretty decent. Hey, Clem, what's up, man? The game is on. Nailed the pick yesterday with the Chiefs. Now we're going to start 2-0 with the Packers tonight. Cardinals, they got no chance of beating Damar Hamlin. He's got his first start against the Cardinals. I think it's been written for him to win, but absolutely next week, the Dolphins, it is a must-win game against the Bills. The Dolphins have to beat Buffalo at Miami after the letdowns of last season. The warm weather in September, this is a game that the Dolphins absolutely must win. This is a game that they need to show that they can beat teams above 500. And the Cowboys don't count. They beat them last December, but it's only the Cowboys. Beat a decent team above 500. That's what they have to do against Buffalo, a team that has lost many key defensive players. So that's Thursday night football. They absolutely are going to win the Dolphins. I think I'll go Chiefs next week. At the least, Travis Kelce's going to score a touchdown, win or lose. He should get the number 75 by next week. Well, yeah, Chiefs are cooked if they win next week. They are cooked if they win next week. And this just means that everyone's going to start fighting the futures market with Kansas City Super Bowl tickets. Las Vegas, they don't pay that stuff out.
Surveys and just lets it fly.
A really nice job by Kenny Clark. I mean, good coverage downfield. But the Packers know this. Jalen Hurts, when he escapes the pocket, he loves
Top bet of the year, Lions to win the NFC. They're going to play in the Super Bowl. There's narratives all over the place for Detroit. They should lose a game against the Packers, whichever game that may be. I don't know when they play the Packers. They're short. I think they're inches short. I don't think they got it yet. They're gonna have to go for it.
It was 25 of 27 last year on third quarter, fourth and one.
Have the Packers found any adjustments to stopping the tush push? So far, different season. Packers crowd the line. Oh, they jumped. But when you stop a tush push, you have to have a much quicker reaction. So I see what the Packers tried to do right there. Move the chains.
Already the sixth penalty of the game for Green Bay.
Good opportunity right here.
I don't think Daniel Jones is the shit, really. They still have Brian Daboll on the Giants, do they?
Big body receiver, wins one-on-one, jump ball type situation.
Oh, he still is coach of the Giants.
Terror in motion, handoff Barkley. Barkley up the middle, into the secondary for a first down.
Strong run by Saquon Barkley.
Gets him down after a gain of 12.
You see, they knew it was winter over there. What better way to play winter football than to have two elite running backs playing on opposite these two teams, Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs.
It's also my job to make them look as good as I know they are. And this sets up the 10th play of the drive. Barkley. No one error this time.
They could have done better in play action right there. After a big run like that, defensive corners like, I'm flooding all the guys to the line. So could have audibled out of that play, could have called a play action, but instead they're faced with second and long.
And just ripped right through Calcaterra's block and into the backfield. Penetration defense that time.
For 83 and white that Hunter Johnson, the newest Philadelphia Eagle, acquired at the end of preseason from Washington. Hurts.
The blitz.
Looking the other way. Lost it. Barkley. End zone.
He's out. Oh, he's inbounds. I want to see the replay.
What you're going to see is A.J. Brown is going to run the post, and he's going to throw the two deep defenders. That isolates Barkley on an inside linebacker, and that was a mismatch. No chance for Isaiah McDuffie and man coverage. He came from the inside out.
Oh, he's easily in. Okay, he's easily in. I didn't see the feed, but yeah, he was easily in. The Packers, they're losing 6-7. The first Super Bowl was played in the year 67, if I'm not mistaken. The Packers won the first Super Bowl.
I think it's safe to say Barkley is officially a bird here in Brazil.
We got some Jordan Love comeback action going in this game.
And this is your first hunt.
I think this game is to show us that Jordan Love is just going to be a starting quarterback on a year-to-year basis.
No. It's Broncos times. I take the over.
And you can easily act on whichever one speaks to you.
Eagles, Browns, Broncos, Bills.
What will the next score of the game be?
Plus, every customer gets a 3-week free travel NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV. Only from
Packers is Gamache 116-44. That's same Gamache as Superdome. They're playing in one of the first two games of the year.
Remember before AI when you had to type search? And when you couldn't ask the
Now we've seen all the 53 references. Green Bay Packers in abbreviations is also Gamache 53. Saquon Barkley at the first touchdown of the game. Saquon Barkley's 53. Sao Paulo, Brazil is 53.
Get the all-new Google Pixel 9 Pro phones at googlestore.com.
When you're with Amex Platinum, Travel benefits like access to 5 hotels and resorts, guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout.
Well, we'll see. I don't think the Eagles are going to be beating Detroit or anything this year with or without Saquon Barkley. I think the Lions have that one running back from the Eagles. I forgot who he was, but it was a Lions running back. They got David Montgomery. Okay, well, he's supposed to be pretty good. They got him from the Bears. I don't know. Okay, they don't have DeAndre Swift. I don't know where he went to. To be quite honest. Amon-Ra St. Brown, this guy is a beast.
NFL kickoff weekend presented by YouTube TV continues the return of Sunday Night Football. Matthew Stafford and the Rams take on Jared Goff and the Lions. This matchup is always so much fun football night in America.
St. Brown, if he does play in the Super Bowl, then St. Brown Gamache 30, Joe's Gamache 30. If the Ravens are in the Super Bowl, the Ravens have a 3-0 record in the Super Bowl.
A 70-yard touchdown drive.
Probably the Cowboys. Where are you getting the news that his father died? The rapist father. Okay, he's going to win against the Cowboys. I'll say the Cowboys are probably going to be in self-destruct mode. Mike McCarthy's going to get fired mid-season. The Cowboys are going to be out of the playoffs by mid-season. The players have quit on the coach because they know the coach is not going to be there for next year. I think I'll go Browns for that game. I like his dad just died. Is he really going to lose? These receivers suck. They can't catch anything. They are letting down Jordan Love early on in the game. Another costly drop.
It's a good round. It's good timing. And you just can't do this balance. And I'm unable to come down with the football.
NFC East, Deshaun Watson could be 4-2 against the Dallas Cowboys in NFC East. Dak Prescott's 42. He's already 1-0 against the Cowboys. He threw 375 passing yards against the Dallas Cowboys in a game, I think, that he played with while he was with the Texans. I gotta go Browns over Cowboys. So yeah, there'll be a couple corrections. I like Seahawks over Broncos, and I think a now afternoon game, I will switch with the Browns over the Cowboys. Everything else, I'll stick with. I will be undefeated, definitely outside of Sunday. Thursday, Friday, and Monday, I'll be undefeated. I guarantee it. 49ers are going down. But told me that Trump won just 9 out of 11. Are people delusional? He really thinks Jesse is voting for the twice impeached insurrectionist failed one-term president. Are people really delusional? Man, I can't wait until election day. This guy's good. What planet are these people living in? I don't think I've heard of number 31. I think first time I've heard his name. There's just no rhythm, but I think they've got some rhythm running the ball from shotgun. Let's see if they continue to stick with that formation. They have the Eagles sitting back and pass, and the Packers run the ball instead of lining up in single back trying to run it. Eagles are stuffing everything in single back, but the Packers are trying to set the Eagles up in passing packages to try to get some good chunk plays on the ground. Looks like they're going to stick with that, it looks like. So they call a timeout. That's their last timeout. What are they doing burning these timeouts? Eagles will probably get the ball last in this quarter, I bet.
You mentioned week 1 and some of the unknowns, but this just feels like some lack of organization early from Green Bay.
Yeah, and the one unit that you would not expect this from is the Green Bay.
I mean, hey,
That's the one that's
LSU burned through 2 timeouts in the second half. They still found a way to blow it.
new coordinators on
I think Nick Sirianni is someone who will still blow it.
the Packers. But some uncharacteristic confusion and miscommunications here in the first half by this Green Bay offense.
They're still searching for the right combination. Complete stuff.
Shoe game going on down there.
96 yards for Green Bay on 9-6. 96 is also the gematria of Pele's, his full name. Pele's his nickname, but he's Edson Dos Nantes Nascimento, I think is his full name. Jet sweep. They're getting the ball on the outside. Look at that. Missed tackle, and he's in. He's in for 6. Touchdown, Packers. There ain't nothing wrong going a night without a drink. I mean, damn. Last night, we went all hard on that game, man. I really didn't sleep last night. The bottle of wine did that. I still managed to run 4 miles even after finishing a full bottle of that wine after the game. I don't know. I took it really easy pace. Wonder what they did during that timeout. They kind of dialed up some plays to use after that timeout. They had to burn. That timeout kind of helped Green Bay settle themselves. Okay, so I changed. I go Browns over Cowboys. I'm going with the player death. Al Davis died. The Raiders, they defeated the Texans after the death. Javon Belcher died for Kansas City like a decade ago. The Chiefs are terrible with Romeo Crennel. They won after his death. So there's been plenty of examples of player coaching deaths, and the team win subsequently the following week. So Browns are going to – plus the Browns have a better rushing attack. The Cowboys are crap stopping the run. So with that being said, Cleveland Browns are beating the Cowboys. So, yeah, maybe I will bet the Browns now. I was thinking about passing on that game, but I'll probably go Browns that game. 2-point conversion.
Jacobs up the middle and won't get there. The Eagles.
Wow, what are these dumbasses doing going for 2? Like, what the hell are they doing? You have 60 minutes. No. Yeah, what if Eagles score a touchdown? Eagles score a touchdown. You can't make it a tie game. That's what I'm talking. I disagree. They could have lined up in the shotgun. They could have done player option. Much better options than simply a run up the middle that the Philadelphia Eagles were settling on the whole way. They knew there was no way that was going to be a pass. I'm just going to go to my NFL picks video and make some notes and comment on the changes to 2 games. The Seahawks to beat the Broncos. Go Broncos, but Seahawks are going to win. And I like the Cowboys to lose. So after Deshaun Watson. I'll go Seahawks and Browns to win are my only changes. Everything else I will stick with. I'm going Dolphins. That game can go either way. I think the Jaguars will beat the Browns the next week at home. So could the Bills miss the playoffs? Could they? Could the Bills miss the playoffs? This might be the year they miss the playoffs. You know, Dax will be good. The Dolphins, the Jets, the NFC North will be great. Texans, Colts, so Chargers. Bills could miss the playoffs. Never say never. There'll probably be a surprise. That's probably going to be the surprise. Aaron Rodgers will just show that he is, in fact, a Hall of Fame quarterback. If he puts together a strong season, with or without winning the Super Bowl, he has cemented his place with a brilliant 10-win season following injury. I like the Texas Longhorns. I like Colorado. Right. It's just a bunch of non-conference crap anyways, right? There's only a handful select few good games. I think I'll go Washington State over Texas Tech. Washington State. They scored 70 points. You know, what was it? Abilene Christian, Texas A&M struggled again. So Washington State will win at Pullman.
The one thing that Nick Sirianni felt, this is a chance to be the first team since 1970 to go the entire season with the same head coach, but different offensive and defensive coordinators in 3 straight seasons. The one thing Nick Sirianni felt is he made the home run hire with these 2 guys. Certainly Vic Fangio having head coaching experience and 40 years nearly of NFL coaching experience. But Kellen Moore has proven what he can do offensively, and he loves to blend with these guys. Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley have already proven what they can do in Eagles Green.
It also felt like he hit a home run with his first 2 coordinators, which he did, but they were so good after the Super Bowl, they both got head coaching jobs in the NFL. And he is regrouped again. He's taking a little bit more of a role of just being in charge of alignment and culture, and it doesn't have to be in every offensive meeting.
Kellen Moore's not a good offensive coordinator. I don't know what kind of hire this is. I don't know if it's going to work out too well. What if Deshaun Watson leads a game-winning drive against the Cowboys? Yeah, see some 2-minute Tom Brady action, right? Game of the week on Fox. Deshaun Watson game-winning drive. How about that? You got to see some drama on Sunday. Game-winning drive for the Browns. Deshaun Watson leads in the victory. Oh, defender slipped. Great job getting rid of the ball very quickly. Blindside blitz. crowd is very quiet. You can hardly hear anything from the crowd.
No openings to run the football. Green Bay has been very disciplined against the quarterback on so far.
Colorado won 36-14 last year. Colorado are going to win. Colorado have the rest advantage too. That was a blown coverage. Scripted blown coverage. Definitely scripted. Definitely scripted.
Excellent design on that play. It creates some open ground.
Starting to cook a little bit here.
Packers are winning the turnover battle. Jalen Hurts is handling the blitz pretty well on this drive. I wonder if one of these plays, the Packers have to disguise a blitz and drop back. That's probably what they should do. Less ground to cover when the Eagles get in the red zone. I think the Packers are going to give him a blitz look and drop back in coverage. I highly doubt it happens anytime soon. But if Kamal is South Asian and Kyler Murray's Asian, then damn, anything is possible. Asian quarterback greets a Asian South Asian president, Kamala. Anything is possible. Mamma mia, if it does happen. Wow.
Has it, Barkley and Goddard a push. Got it. First down.
You got a guy who squats about.
Eagles are just a gimmick team. They're only famous from one play. They're not famous because they've done anything constructive. I think Eagles are a fluke. They had a fraud schedule last year and the year before. This is a fraudulent operation. I think the Lions, they've beaten more tough their opponents than the Eagles. This has been the Saquon show so far. Screw fantasy football. I'm glad I'm not playing fantasy this year. Screw the garbage right there. I can mostly focus on my game insights. Where's the Colorado Buffalo game going to be played at? Colorado's going undefeated. They're not going to go undefeated, but they're going undefeated. Colorado 3-0. Prime time. We go prime time in the bright lights. Shedeur Sanders. The other guy. The guy who plays wide receiver and quarterback. Hunter. He prime time too. Colorado handled a physical North Dakota State. North Dakota State is better than whoever Nebraska played last week. Yeah, good point, Nick. Good point. Jordan Love, game-winning drive, I bet. Give these fans a bang for their buck. Give the producers at NBC, the guys who operate Peacock, a bang for their buck. Good point. I think the Packers, without timeouts, they'll play clock. They'll kind of try to tie the game or go ahead, just get points, try to play some clock here. That's probably not their approach, but without any timeouts, you're not going to call any timeout to stop the Eagles. If they're going 2 minute, whatever, you can kind of slow them down and call a timeout. The Jets against the Vikings, there's no quarterback on the Vikings. Not that J.J. McCarthy was supposed to be anything to begin with. I mean, I doubt he's going to be he's probably a backup quarterback at best. Sam Darnold's probably better than him. I'm surprised he was drafted that high, really. Seahawks and Browns will win. That's the way it changes. Bucks win, Bears, Texans, Vikings win, Saints win. Excuse me. Chargers, Dolphins, Bills, Bengals, Jets, Lions, Falcons. Well, good luck. Hopefully you don't bet the entire hand, because that's not how it's supposed to be done. Hopefully your bankroll is $50K or $40K. And that better not be your whole bankroll. That's just being reckless, my friend. So hopefully you're doing it right.
This is what I'm talking about. You've got Jalen Hurts squatting, as you mentioned, north of 500 pounds. But look at the background watching Saquon, and Saquon just barely got him.
Well, they have such a similar mindset, right? They both believe that the work you put in the weight room transfers to the field. And strength and toughness and attitude. And so
It's only 14-12. Packers going to play the clock, I bet. He dropped it. He dropped a pick six. Retard. What's he doing? How did he drop that? He's being a retard. That's what he's being. How did he drop that, really? Eagles are choking the game away. He threw the game. He threw the game with that dropped interception. He knew with the script for which team to win right there. He purposely dropped it. Come on. Come on. Who are you kidding? Who are you trying to fool? Come on. Jordan Love is looking pretty skittish.
Defense was a real struggle for the Eagles in the second half of the year last year. They had 35 touchdown passes as a team.
Lots of motion on 3rd and 10. Long steps up on the run. Wide open, Jaden Reed. Who's the man gets? Reed.
He has 2 touchdowns now. Reed with 2 touchdowns and Saquon with 2 touchdowns. It's the Saquon Reed show. Love is Camacho of 18. It's 18-14 Packers. False start on a point after. What kind of play is that?
32 touchdowns last year, the longest was only 35 yards. That's the big play, the explosive play. Right there to Jake Reed.
So if we're just keeping the tally, it is 2-2. Barkley and Reed each with a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown in the first half. Now the extra point will be a little bit lengthier here, 38 yards for Braden Armstrong. The kick is good, sneaks it in. Jaden Reed showing out. The Chicago kid now playing in Green Bay, and he loves playing in front of the Cheeseheads. Doing a little bit of everything in Brazil. Back in front.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today. Speaking of which, I was looking at the contracts. Not today. Not today, guys. Not today. Not today. Not today, bro.
It's because of TikTok that I had to go out and get a website. I'm at a point now where I've outgrown my house. Growing up, every time I get out of the shower, I would itch. My first experience was goat milk, so it kind of was like a light bulb moment. TikTok is a fantastic platform for DIY. If you told me 3 years ago that I would own my own business and be expanding into a separate building, I would told you lost your mind.
T-Mobile savings, take one.
Guys, folks, let's not do fake balls. Just say at T-Mobile you get tons of benefits and you can still save versus the other guys. Happy to be here. No fake stares, please.
Hi, I'm Patrick J.
Is that a shimmy? Just say at T-Mobile you can save on every plan and you get great benefits with agenda stats.
Keep doing whatever that is. I'll do the line.
Check out the T-Mobile savings calculator. See how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
I'm not what's love. I never looks the same one twice. An exceptional assassin. I know I can find him.
Well, Todd, you mentioned it. 32 touchdown passes for Jordan Love last year. The longest was 35 yards. Most of the season without at least a 40-yard touchdown pass in the history of the NFL. But one thing that Jair Alexander, the star quarterback, told us about Jordan Love is...
Oh, hey, good. Yeah, I was watching the game right here.
Jordan Love still goes to 15 in the window 2 plays later. There were nearly 2 interceptions on that drive, and the third play goes to 7.
That phase that made a beautiful play to get his team back out in front.
This one will be returned by Ken Gainwell. Gainwell spins. Not much more after that, down to the 23.
Go back and look at the touchdown. One of the things I love watching with Jordan Love is his ability to move in the pocket and make off-platform throws. Watch him step up in the pocket, and then he sees his open receiver. He doesn't necessarily get his feet set, but he gets his hips through the throw, and he's still able to make an accurate throw. Looks a lot like Aaron Rodgers when he makes throws like that. And their quarterback coach, Tom Clements, they drill this by design. They do a lot of work to move the quarterback, throw off platform, get set enough to get your hips in, and still make an accurate throw. And that's pretty impressive to watch.
Good strike from the back. Eagles with another chance. First over the middle, incomplete. Tight coverage by Alexander on A.J. Brown. A little pushing and shoving after the back. Alexander told us before the game this receiving core is elite. A fast start by this defensive backfield was going to be necessary. They certainly had that in the first quarter, but Philadelphia has found some rhythm here in the second.
It's a low throw, pretty tight coverage by Alexander. These two matched up against each other when they matched up in 2022. Lined up against A.J. Brown 13 times in that game. Brown was only targeted twice and no receptions. Devontae Smith had a little more success going against Alexander.
They're matched up again. First, looking that way. It's caught. Brown, first down. Sheds the tackle of Alexander. And yeah, thought your walk after the fact.
Now, the thing about A.J. Brown, he's such a big body and he has strong hands. I mean, he snatches the football. A great catcher of the ball. Low throw, just reaches down there and effortlessly makes that catch. And then turns it into a first down.
His contract extended 3 years, $92 million this offseason. Being acquired from Tennessee. 87 yards per game with the Eagles. Second most franchise history behind only Terrell Owens. Goes down, throw for Hurts. A bit of trouble. Hurts wisely gets rid of it.
Green Bay is doing a really good job of when Hurts does leave the pocket, they are not letting him get to the end. They're doing a nice job of once they start to play.
So the Packers have no timeouts. The Eagles, they have all three. They'll have plenty of time to stop the clock to try to jump ahead. Let's see what happens. The Eagles start the ball in the second half.
With how they feel this defense should be played economical. We've seen everybody get their opportunity so far. Barkley, patient, picks up 3.
Okay, 3rd and long. Big stop here for Green Bay if they can stall Philly's progress.
A new starter at center, a new starter at right guard, but they have 2 premier tackles. That time they ran behind Lane Johnson, their perennial all-pro right tackle. One of the best tackles in the NFL.
Both captains, Lane Johnson on the right side, Barry Mailata, full-time captain on the left side. His teammates are so excited for him. He signed a big 3-year extension this offseason. First, locks it, caught.
He guy purposely slipped.
Lowers the shoulder and picks up a few extra.
Matt Goddard matched up on the rookie, Javon Fuller, who's a very good man coverage player, even though he's not very big. But he's going to slip. Trying to avoid A.J. Brown, and that's all that Goddard needed to get separation and make the catch on first down.
The difference for Jalen Hurts with Goddard on the field versus off the field is pretty stunning. His completion percentage with Goddard on the field, 68%. Without Goddard, 59% completion percentage. Goddard needs to stay healthy and not play a full season since his rookie year. Barkley runs into a wall and picks up 2.
That particular call is why to encourage Jalen Hurts to keep working the middle of the field. Because that's what you're outside, it's more catch, and you're on the sideline. If you hit somebody on a crossing route, like in that case, Goddard, great opportunity for catch and run. And those are middle of the field plays. Jalen Hurts did a nice job on that.
Well, 8 on 2nd and 8.
I've not seen a deep shot other than the late one over the middle that resulted in an interception.
Hurts, pumps, squeezes through it. Hurts, over the top, incomplete. In the direction of the big wideout, Johnny Wilson.
Nice coverage by Eric Stokes. We talked a lot about Jair Alexander, but Eric Stokes, who has battled injuries the last 2 years, he's healthy, excellent man coverage guy. He's right stride for stride for the good receiver. And really nowhere to go with the football. He pushes it to the sideline, and Hurts has nowhere to put the football.
3rd down and 8, and was likely the final play before the 2-minute warning. Philly 4 of its last 5 on 3rd down. Hurts going to run it up the middle. Nowhere to go. Looking to maybe set up 4th and short, but it ends up being about 4th and a long 2. But we get to the 2-minute warning. You're watching NFL Kickoff Weekend presented by YouTube TV. 2 minutes to play this first half, the first ever half of football in the Southern Hemisphere.
Rico?
Help yourself, man.
Dude, dog food in the fridge?
It's not dog food. It's fresh stuff. Real meat, real veggies.
Weird.
He was bad luck anyway.
Fresh Pet. It's not dog food, it's food. Football fans wait all week for Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is football day. And not just a little football, a lot of football. And with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you can watch the most live games every Sunday. That's an entire day packed with all the drama, the excitement, and the teams you wait all week to see, all in one place. And that place just happens to be your living room. Watch every game every Sunday with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV.
For a limited time, Subway just dropped the price of every footlong in the app to $6.99. Wait, Subway did what? $6.99 footlongs? Yep, says right here, $6.99 for any footlong. Get this deal in the Subway app now before it's too late.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Dak voted for it, and he's won this. Brilliant recovery with the Lowe's app. He always delivers. And so does the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
I like the place of chicken
Chicken wings?
Chicken man! You believe in us? Then test it.
Green Bay with no timeouts in this final minute, 59 seconds. No coach's challenges allowed in the last 2 minutes, so will all be automatically triggered as well. Philly does have all 3 timeouts, and they're leaving their offense on the field for this 4th and 3.
Yeah, definitely in field goal range. Now remember, they got a conversion on the 4th down earlier with Jalen Hurts showing quarterback sneaking, getting a hard count and drawing Green Bay off sides for the easy 5 yards. See if they actually run a play or try to draw off sides.
Gainwell stays in there. That's the pass touchdown back.
It's sometimes you see Goddard come across and go out of the front here.
And we're going with the hard count.
They get the ball to start the second half. They take the points here, make it a 2-point game, well within the range of Jake Elliott. Go into the locker room with some momentum. Your quarterback is settled down from earlier in the game.
Elliott, 7 of 8 last year from 50 plus. To get from 61. We'll have a discussion. Elliott is definitely further away than the entire special teams operation. Yeah, the offensive field staff, it's put up to 2 timeouts. We'll see if they elect to truly run one.
Well, I mean, obviously Nick Sirianni, his whole time as the head coach, has been very aggressive on 4th down. And they've been very successful. But this is not a 4th and 1 quarterback sneak. This is an executing a play for about 4 yards to get good.
Hurts up 4th and 3. Rifles. Smith. Did he hold on? He did. First down. What a grab.
Tight throw right between the linebacker McCoy and the safety Fuller. He just sits down right in between and a nice low throw that allowed the receiver to go to the ground after the catch. And a really big hit.
Stays alive. When they want the ball decides to receive, so Philadelphia will have the ball to start the second half. Philadelphia Gainwell. Pushing forward for 2.
We saw Stephon Barkley the last position here. Come off the field a little gingerly. A little surprised he's not in the game right now at this point.
Barkley running with 2 touchdowns. His Eagles debut. Jade Reed with the 2 touchdowns for Green Bay. Hurts the throw on 2nd down. Dump it. Gainwell. Makes 2 miss. Gainwell, first down, catch and run with some power of finish.
Maybe that's why Saquon's on the sideline. Beautiful play by Gainwell. It was primarily been a third down pass. Now they're in kind of a hurry up to their offense. So you charge timeout. Safe, quick, easy throw for Hurts, and then Gainwell does the rest. Stokes miss. Turns into the first down.
Opportunity on the second tackle. Stay tuned for the Toyota halftime. Lucas Floyd. Now return for Stafford and any better for the Rams. It's going to be Wilson or Fields in Pittsburgh. Injury for Russell. Is he going to be healthy for his first game with Pittsburgh? Now first and 10, just outside of that golden goal situation with one timeout remaining and 43 seconds to work with. Feels like you still have a lot of opportunities and options into this Philadelphia offense. You see Barkley still on the side.
Yeah, well, again, Gainwell is your third down back. He's been that during his career. You're in kind of that kind of a mode on this drive. And Jalen Hurts, you put the ball in his hand. You're in scoring range. You just want to come away with points no matter what.
Johnson in motion. Hurts, survey. Can you shake? Hurts, take it away.
Oh, he got him. He sacked him.
By Keyshawn Nixon. Loses 6 on the sack.
This is zone or a man match coverage. So Nixon drops into coverage, but he sees the crossing route go away from him. It frees him up. And so now he's got eyes on Jalen Hurts. As soon as he sees Hurts leave the pocket, he attacks against the tackle. The Green Bay defense has done a wonderful job tonight defending the scrambling ability of Jalen Hurts. They've not allowed him to make the big-time play outside of the line.
Great return, all-pro. The last couple of years as a returner, started a career high 13 games defensively over the season ago. To get another step in the 3-year extension.
See, they're making a matchup on A.J. Brown. He's right here now. He's working against Nixon in the slot. See if there's safety help over the top on him or not.
That easily could have been a false start.
Man, they're pushing themselves back. What are they doing?
Hurts was actually the one that maybe got hit.
Offense, number 88. Under a penalty, it's second down.
Goddard, as well as actually now. Price and Jurgens up front. Hurts almost didn't be back.
Hurts definitely moved. Goddard did too.
Second and 21. No timeouts to work with. Hurts is going to have to beat the difference. Hurts, leave it. Goddard, he's going to stay in bounds. Excellent pursuit by Green Bay. Now the clock is ticking. 18 to play. Notice that. He's probably going to take this field goal.
All set. Make sure they're all set. They're letting that clock go all the way down, so this field goal technically will be the last play of the first one. That's why there wasn't more urgency by Jalen Hurts. Good clock management and the half of this kick.
Will be Elliott, one of the active kickers in the NFL. A couple of 61-yard field goals in his career, including one last year, which is the franchise record. This one will be from 38 to bring this to a 2-point game heading into the break. Lovato, the snapper, man, the holder, and Elliott's kick is true. Eagles get points to end the first half. They'll get the ball to start the second half, and they have it within 2. Let's go down together.
Matt, after a slow start for your offense, what changed for Jordan Love?
ways. We had 3 big explosive runs in the run game, and then we have the explosive pass for 70 yards. Obviously Jay Reed's making some plays. But yeah, it's just been down to the consistency, and we knew it wasn't going to be perfect. We just got to have that next play without it.
We've seen players continue to slip on this field. How do you want to
Yeah. We got to do whatever you got to do. Change the cleats, but it's been a problem for sure.
In the second half, Eagles will get the kickoff to start the second. Coming up next, the Toyota halftime. Here's Maria to tell you what's on tap.
All right, thanks, Noah. Yeah, Sunday night we've got a playoff rematch. Rams and Lions coming up. Jason Garrett sitting down with Sean McVay, breaking down film on LA stud receiver Cooper Nakua. And we'll hear part of my chat with Caleb Williams and talk expectations for him ahead of his Bears debut. Plus, Jason Kelsey is going to chime in on the Twitch play. That's all next.
How long have you been burning cases running?
Please, I'm doing my job. Let's hit it, team. There's going to be changes around the firehouse. There's no allowed to be the cheese. It's a little off.
We need to rethink how the CD operates.
How old are you?
How old are you?
You must die in that basement.
I didn't die. I'm still there. Check out the RMP, September 25th, NBC and Peacock. With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you can spend Sundays with your teams. All in one place. Watch every game every Sunday.
With Bud Light, it's easy to watch NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV.
Right? It's not for everybody, right? Marriage is not for everybody.
Visit BudLight.com for a chance to win.
Cheers.
Some people just know they save hundreds on car insurance, but you can all save first.
Okay, let's get going. Can everybody see that?
Like, you know, to check your desktop first before sharing your screen.
Oh, that is not, no. Not in there? No,
Yeah, checking first is smart.
okay, everybody get out.
So check Allstate first for a full ticket saving hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh, yeah. The avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is to make it fresh every day.
That's delicious.
To the Toyota halftime. That's good places.
We got a 2-point game in Brazil thanks to some superstars. Saquon Barkley, welcome to the Eagles. Jaden Reed, anything you can do, I can do better. I love it. 19-17, the Packers go into Washington with the lead. Welcome back inside the studio. Three Maria Taylor alongside Devin McCourty and Kristen. And after a slow start to the game, a couple of flags, a couple of mistakes. The last 6 possessions were all scored.
It's been awesome, right? I think everybody kind of getting the rough down a little bit early. The field is annoying. Let's start there, right? People were slipping everywhere. The changing room things will happen at halftime, hopefully. But yes, I mean, you saw the Eagles get off to a slow start. Jalen Hurts is caught on fire. They can't be stopped. Saquon, happy for him. And Jordan Love and Jaden Reed, of course, a lot of big plays so far.
And you look, Green Bay could be up more. Those 2 miscues by Philadelphia, interception, then the snap that was botched. They could have scored on those, but I would say defensively, a lot of missed tackles. Both these teams, not a lot of reps in the preseason, and it looks like it's showing up because they haven't had live game tackling experience.
Yeah, but Green Bay, listen, run the ball up the middle. We've seen Saquon be in the pass game, the run game here. We're not void of weapons in this one. It's going to be more about what do the defenses do here at halftime, adjust, come out with some new wrinkles because, right now the offense has got their number.
It's a Georgia, defense wins championship.
Oh, so stand with your chest. All right, one of the questions we had coming into this game is how the tush push was going to look without Jason Kelsey as the center. Well, we got to look at it in the first half. And how about this? He chimes in. He's running the hard cap more when I was there, so I didn't have to kill myself.
an offensive line, and they'll get all these problems that happen put together.
Yeah, they're working on some things right now. All right, Sunday night we got the Rams and the Lions, and this summer Jason Garrett broke down some film with Sean McVay on second-year superstar Puka Nacua.
Coach Cooper Cup, Puka Nacua, two incredible weapons. What makes him so special?
I think it starts with their mental and physical toughness. These guys love the game.
You see it in how they play.
I think this is a great feel by Puka to be able to dig the step, to separate. His eyes go back. He builds his body position. I think this is one of the things that's special about this guy. He's catching it at the 20-yard line, the slash running, being able to just get inside. He's got the swag. He is a fun guy to be around. But two guys that can finish down the field and also make a bunch of plays after the catch.
They don't wow you athletically, but it just seems like their instincts, their feel for playing the game off the charts.
You're exactly right.
Great to see another season with Puka Nacua, but how about Matthew Stafford in his 16th season going back to Detroit? Remember we saw him in that wild card matchup? What the expectation? I know, right? He's very excited about that.
I bet he is, yeah. I bet you that rubs him the wrong way. He has to prove them wrong, certainly. But that Rams offense, I think, has a chance to be special. We got questions about the Rams defense. Raheem Moore's not there, Aaron Donald not there. But when you talk about Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, Stafford is awesome. Good tight end play, and one of the better running backs in football, Kyren Williams. They're going to have to score points, I think, in this game if they want to pull off the upset.
And Detroit said, we understand what you got over there in the Rams. We know that. So we went and got Terry and Arnold, traded for Carlton Davis from Tampa Bay to play. Those are going to be the two corners now. And you look at Detroit, again, they set themselves up to be better this year to make that jump.
Man, this field sucks.
But how do we get to the Super Bowl?
It's terrible.
I love what they did. I'm looking forward to this game Sunday night.
I worry about the Rams defense.
That turf is just terrible. Awful, awful, awful turf. Terrible.
Yeah, but the Lions, we're thinking about their first playoff win for the first time in 32 years, so they're riding high. We know that we're going to see Stafford. We know that we're going to see Jared Goff, but we don't really know who's going to be under center for the Steelers.
That is a terrible turf they're playing on. The players certainly deserve much better than what they've gotten today.
Now, I'm told there's a chance he'll be able to play on Sunday, but the decision may go all the way up.
I think Justin Fields, I think he's born at Georgia, will probably make the start at Atlanta, Georgia, I bet.
As the better long-term option, and also having Fields available, it's a little more pressure on Russell Wilson to stay within the
Justin Fields will probably play that game.
All right, thanks, Mike. We're going to keep an eye with that on Pro Football Talk. And up next, you'll hear from #1 overall pick Caleb Williams and what he expects from his.
I like Caleb and the Bears to win, but I like the Texans to win week 2 to go 2-0 on prime time. That's what I like.
Okay, ideas, where we going?
What about a comedy show?
I see you, I'm right on you, no. Okay.
Oh, I got an idea.
I feel hungry.
Let's go.
Whatever your vibe. Tacos.
Get my tacos.
Find it in the all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, guys, let's go. It's game time. Kudos go bananas time.
Goalkeeper Bond says, man, this field sucks. Facepalm, GB versus Philadelphia. He's absolutely right. They're failing the players when they're not giving them an adequate playing surface to play on. It's not because of rainy weather or anything. The turf is simply terrible. The NFL has not properly prepared to have their players play on safe playing surfaces at Brazil. This is terrible. This is a disaster. They need to do a better job with having better playing surfaces to play on.
Just being able to be a complete QB is what everybody dreams and aspires to be. It's something that I'm, work my hardest to be. Is be fully complete.
When he says aspires to be, he's been aspiring to do that since he was a kid. Like told his dad, I want to be the best quarterback that's ever done it. And they've trained and done everything to put him in the right position. But what are the expectations you have from going in year one?
I thought it was interesting hearing Bill Belichick talk about Caleb Williams in the preseason. So, yes, there were some unbelievable plays, but overall, I said he was 50%. Worries about the accuracy, doing the right thing. And we know as a rookie, especially at quarterback, the hardest thing is to be consistent, play after play and week after week.
Regular season football is going to be different, right? You're going to have to check the ball down, not try to make the wow plays. But I'm a huge fan of Caleb Williams, as you guys both know. I think his talent is incredible. He's got some of that Mahomes-esque type factor that he can bring to the team, right? But I do think what he said, can he play an ugly offensive football game if it's that, and what it calls for? It's not always going to be highlight reel type of plays on the offensive side of the ball in the NFL, especially
12 on 12. This is crazy.
Just say, hey, this is the way we have to win today. It might not be what you think, but you have to be conservative.
And he'll be learning certainly along the way. We actually have him week 2 against the Texans. That'll be a fun one. All right, let's go to our fantasy guru, Matthew Berry. Who are you loving and hating for week 1?
Yeah, thanks, Maria. You guys are talking about Caleb Williams. Well, I love another high-profile rookie, Giants wide receiver Malik Neighbors. In the preseason, Neighbors got a 33% target share from Daniel Jones. So I have to tell you, he's going against the Vikings, bad secondary. They really struggled last year. So when you get a very talented player getting a massive target share against a bad secondary, that's a love for me. Neighbors inside my top 20 this week. As for a matchup I don't like,
Yeah, Colorado's going to win on Saturday night. They absolutely will. I'd be surprised if they don't.
Browns hit 126 passing yards at home last year, best in the NFL. Dak outside my top 10 for the week.
All right, you better join the Matthew Berry mob. You know what I'm saying? And every Sunday, Matthew's going to give his last-minute fantasy advice before kickoff. Who to start, who you need to sit, late-breaking injury news, no better place to go if you need to help setting up your entire lineup. Fantasy football pregame coming your way.
Deshaun Watson, his father died, and Deshaun Watson is going to lead a game-winning drive against the Dallas Cowboys. Detroit Lions will have no problems. The Lions, the favorite, are going to win the national game on Sunday night. The underdog will win on Monday. The Niners are going down. It is a Super Bowl hangover. How many injuries they get, I have no idea how many guys are going to get injured. That's kind of what happened in 2020, but we'll see. But the Jets do have a great defense, and Aaron Rodgers will only make it harder. I do like Breece Hall a lot. He's a great running back, so the Jets do have a good running back. He averages 4.8 yards a carry, and as long as he stays healthy, then the Jets are going to be a smash mouth team, and Aaron Rodgers is going to provide a good balance of passing and running the football.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Unicorn Productions for the private use of all rights. Any use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of Unicorn Productions is prohibited.
NFL Kickoff Weekend is presented by YouTube TV. Watch every game every Sunday all in one place when you bundle NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV.
Breece Hall had the injury with 80 carries in 2022, but responded with 223 carries, and he was 6 yards short of 1,000 yards last year. Breece Hall is only going to make the Jets a very dynamic offense of both run and pass.
Jordan Love, it's been a fairly clean game, just not as efficient as maybe he would have liked. The early interception, of course, he shook it off pretty quickly. Motion rate last year, last in the NFL. Tonight, 68%. That is all the Kellen Moore offense. He said dedicated.
Well, guys, Nick Sirianni couldn't help but smile when I said to him, well, now you know what Saquon Barkley looks like scoring a touchdown in an Eagles jersey. And if things go according to Sirianni's plan in the second half, we might see that again. He said our focus is going to be on continuing to get Saquon the ball. And as for that concern with players slipping on the field down here, Sirianni said he feels like they've made all the adjustments to get the right spikes on the right guys. And he said it's going to be a continued effort to keep feeding those spikes at every opportunity. This game's going to come down to fundamentals, guys.
Fundamentals, but certainly that traction has made a difference. Welcome back to NFL Kickoff Weekend, presented by YouTube TV. So we saw back and forth first half, but a close game entering the second half. Packers won that toss to start the game decided to receive, so it will be Eagles football. It's an Eagles offense that's starting to hum a little bit on the Cowboys.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, after the early interception,
The Eagles were loudly booed when they took on the field. The whole team's going to win. The Packers. The crowd wants to see the Packers win. The bottom line, the Packers are winning the football game.
other than that, Green Bay's defense has been pretty stout against the run.
Points on the last 3 drives. Turnovers on the first 2 drives.
All right, Eagles with the ball. What are they made of?
Back in the game. With Gainwell for most of the last drive of the half. Barkley has it on first down. Tripped up after a gain of 3. Wilson goes down low.
When you look at this Eagles line, even without Jason Kelsey, it's still going to be a top-tier offensive line in the NFL. Too many tackles. You've got 2 outstanding all-pro type receivers, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Now they had a former first-round pick, Jahan Dotson, as a third receiver. You've got a tight end in Dallas Goedert. Now you have Barkley. It is an offense. There is no real weakness. We go with Jalen Hurts.
Down 7. Hurts with time. Lofts it over the top. Brown's got it. Here goes A.J. Brown.
Man, they're not even trying to tackle him. Don't even try to tackle him. They're just scripting the game with lots of fireworks. Well, Eagles go for 2. They're kind of like running away from the receiver a little bit. It's so weird to see. Texas are easily beating Michigan. Yeah, Michigan suck. Did you watch them against Fresno State? They're terrible. Texas are much better. Watch. Texas are going to win. No Harbaugh, no party.
This little double digit, they score the field goal at the end of the first half on the final play, and then score right around the second.
51 seconds into the half. Now 4 straight drives. Every open through 3 touchdowns in the field goal for Philadelphia. Both offenses caught fire towards the end of that first half. Now we'll see if Jordan Love and company can do the same. There's been some quick strikes and 2 long receiving touchdowns, 1 on either side.
All right, there's going to be a Friday night without fireworks.
All right, Jordan Love, what you got? You got 2 of the best quarterbacks coming from that 2020 draft class. With Herbert and Tua, and these 2 guys, along with big-time extensions. We saw Love find a little bit of comfortability.
What's Jordan Love made of?
But overall, it's been a fairly quiet game for Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know that the league has quite found the rhythm of the game, even though they have beautiful play, stepping up in the pocket and getting the long touchdown throw. But 7 for 14 is typically a lot higher percentage than that. That pulled up the defense a little bit from
Flea flicker.
First play, the second half for Green Bay's offense. Well, that time, it ran out, and he just floats it out of bounds.
Where are the wide receivers at? They should be running back towards Jordan Love. I didn't see any wide receivers.
There's only a 2-minute route. Nobody else. Both receivers covered now.
It was just the receivers did run back to Jordan Love.
Really good discipline on the Eagle defense. Not falling for the trick play.
Oh, luckily the Packers land on top of the ball.
Big play, Slay got his hand in there, poked it loose, and ends up being third and very short as Dante
Packers will probably go for 2 if they score a touchdown. How's that a penalty? I don't see how that's a penalty.
Trying to apply a little bit of pressure, maybe roughing here. Where the flag was thrown. Where our first policeman. Make it Jordan
Here's the end of the play again. Jordan Love just kind of getting rid of this ball. It was the forearm. It wasn't to the head net area, Jerry. It looked more like it was in the chest.
Yeah, Todd, I really don't, he just pushes it down, clearly not late. Yeah. So I'm not really sure what their ruling roughness is here on the concert.
Appreciate the insight from Super Bowl referee Charlie Foley. Sets this Green Bay offense up now in Philadelphia territory. They take it off. All the way, beautiful ball for Tucker Kraft. With room to run down the sideline inside the red zone. Ushered out of bounds by Reed Blankenship. Another big gain of 28 yards.
Penalty game number 17 got really good. His eyes were in the backfield. That's his coverage responsibility. He stepped up to the line of scrimmage, and Kraft had a wide open seam. Run the drag route across the formation. C-17 trailing on the play. He got pulled by the run fake, stepped up to the line of scrimmage, and Kraft had an easy catch and run.
I both these teams feel like they're weak football teams, but the offenses are the headlines. And they're showcasing why from the second quarter on so far. The late handoff for Jacob. And simply gate 4. Wallen wraps him up.
Either you got to get it, but you need a room to run. And that's what they cut to the 8 carries, only 12 yards.
That was one early catch that went for 9 yards. And more involved in the passing game, especially in this area in the red zone. Struggled to punch it in the red zone in the first quarter, so for 2 field goals.
Willie Green was going to go to guy down here.
Looked at him initially, just got rid of the pressure on his face. In the direction of Kraft, incomplete.
This is why Jalen Carter is going to be, if he plays with energy and effort all the time, he will be a dominant player. Watch him just take Jordan Morgan, the rookie right guard, and drive him all the way back to the quarterback. Just whips him. He is a devastating pass rusher. Physical guy with quickness and athleticism. His power is like a quarterback.
39. Pressure comes. Love fades. Incomplete, another flag. Wicks matched up towards the end zone with Avonte Maddox.
Yep, the Packers are winning. I think that was a good call.
He was not in position to stop that outbreak route, just instinctively grabbing that ball. Pretty easy call.
With 51 seconds in this third quarter, you get a touchdown on the board. Green Bay marching right down the field now on 1st and goal.
Josh Jacobs touchdown. Josh Jacobs. Hey, Watson in for the touchdown.
He's going to just run to the sideline and pull the defender out of the middle, which is going to open up this slant for the big wide receiver. With a hesitation, let that route clear, let the opening happen. And a beautiful time and accurate throw by Jordan Love. Again, throws that a little bit off platform. He's kind of backing up and running on the football to get the touchdown.
Marcus an extra point. Back, right back. Christian Watson was as healthy as he's been over the course of his career heading into this season. His 13th touchdown as a Packer gives them the lead.
Sounds like we'll have a fun vacation.
Amazing.
Even the lovebirds let loose. You back get a chance to chill?
Oh, yeah. Guys, what about the magic?
So who had the most fun?
Me.
No one does fun like Carnival.
My name is Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, La Hacienda. We bring heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our business with new products, like our tabletop matzo mill. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing matzo to the masses. What's in your wallet?
I'm the team mascot. Boy, am I running late. Boy, if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, the cost to cover that might take your season. So get off things. You better be stepping for mayhem like me.
With multi-view on NFL Sunday Ticket, you can watch up to 4 live games at once, which means keeping up with your fantasy team is no longer a fantasy. NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. Watch every game, every Sunday.
Welcome back home to the Wonderland.
I'm from here. I'm from there.
Touchdown, the street.
Nas Américas, boa Brasil! Os cartinhos brasileiros to the Phoenix Field of Shutdown. This lane is your lane. To São Paulo. Footballs everywhere.
Back to back, Super Bowl champion.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Accenture.
Look at this little scheme. I love the way they open up the middle of the field. When Reed goes on that route, it takes the safety with him and opens up the slam. Nice big hole right there for Watson to run into. Love gets in the football. Beautiful design against man coverage there inside the 5-yard line.
Another scoring drive. The lackluster offense provided 6 points in the first quarter. They were combined 30 in the second. Now, just a couple minutes into this third quarter, already 14 points on the board. Back and forth seesaw continues as they're looking back to the run back to the year. It's been great energy-wise throughout this game. And on top of that now, we're starting to put on the show.
Yeah, when we saw Jalen Hurts kind of get in his flow and his rhythm in the second quarter, now Jordan Love in that particular possession looked really good, accurate, knows where he wanted to go with the football. So I think we're heading for some more fireworks before this was good.
Saquon Barkley obviously got off to a quick start. Let's see if they can reincorporate him in this third quarter. Barkley in there on the first down.
Oh, deflected.
This was a staple of the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. Kellen Moore was there. Under center and Woodland. First time we've seen it today. Rashawn Gary plays it perfectly. He runs with Goddard, stays right in the passing lane, and is able to get the knockdown.
Harris so far. 2 catches, 2 receptions. Got the motion man. Right through the handoff. Chevy Shake tripped up. Impressive tackle.
Third and long. You don't want a 3 and out here after giving up a touchdown. You don't want to give the Packers more momentum. The Packers are going to start running the ball. If they do get it back after a 3 and out, they're going to try to wear down the Eagle defense. Eagles have to get a first down right here. Someone jumped? I guess not. Oh, this is absolutely what couldn't happen. A sack right there by Quay Walker, I think it is. 3 and out. You can never assume he jumped had a neutral zone infraction. Got to continue to play on for the Eagles. Oh, that's Rashawn Gary. Okay. But this is a home crowd for the Packers. They're not going to call that.
Philadelphia punt of the season. A couple minutes into the 3rd quarter. Great man. We'll send it away. It off cleanly. Reed back. Calls for the fair catch. And makes it at the 20. Let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by AWS. We'll talk about Reed.
It's a good time for the play action. And Philadelphia is going to assume that the Packers are going to try to play it conservatively for field position. This is a perfect time to catch them off guard with the play action pass. So let's see what happens right here for the Packers on this drive.
Most receiving yards on this team last year as a rookie out of Michigan State. And off to a great start. Game number 1 here in Brazil.
10 total touchdowns last year, 8 of them receiving touchdowns, which was the Green Bay rookie record in the Super Bowl era. Manuel Wilson popped off 2 big runs in the 2nd quarter in there. First down throw. Love delivers.
Wide open, just more momentum for the Packers.
Beautiful timing and rhythm throw. Again, it hasn't been the smoothest game so far for Jordan Love, but that last drive was big for him, and this is a perfect throw on rhythm. Timing, accuracy, another first down for the Packers.
Round for his 3rd catch. Spreading it around with 5 different receivers. As it stays in there. That is an illegal shift. Flag is down. They don't call the play dead. Tucker Kraft moves and a little confused midway through it.
Illegal shift.
They were at the line of scrimmage for a long time. The 2 guys moving at the same time. Obviously, the play changing at the line of scrimmage, and Tucker Kraft.
Illegal shift. Well, the obvious. 2 players that were in motion and both were not accepted for the snap. So their penalty would be first down.
There's Kraft. They can both move, but they both have to be set before the ball is snapped, and he obviously was not.
Well, the penalties continue to pile up now, combined 13 between these 2 teams. Love levying the phone passing yards from weeks 11 through 18 last year. 1,150. Starting to find that form each 2nd quarter, and certainly on that last drive, as Todd outlined. Play action pass, plenty of time. All right, ball, he just skipped it to Reed.
Yeah, good protection. This is just a miss. Love just missed this one. He's in the pocket. He throws on time and on rhythm, but just drives it into the ground short of the receiver, and he knows it. These are ones he normally does not miss.
What do you think Matt LaFleur said about his quarterback? He said the best superpower might be the fact that he's unflappable. He never gets too high or too low. We just always see him right at that center, right even field. We just put that bad play behind him quickly.
Another drop. Yeah, I gotta be fucking kidding me. What is up with these receivers? Why are you dropping that? What's going on? Can't be the turban. Can't be the turban. Can't be that bad. Come on, man. You're letting down your quarterback. Get your head in the game, cocksucker. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me take over this team, coach. These drops are ridiculous. What's the flag on now?
With a big hit on Wilson.
Ref. Ref. Another illegal shift? What, 2 eyes on the same drive? Really? Really? Really?
Coming out on that screen pass, but not if they're going as fast to the football as Jacoby Dean was. A lot of Georgia defensive football players on this Eagle roster. He's filling in for Devin White, who they picked up from the Buccaneers, and was not here on the trip this week.
England will send it to Covey, who is dangerous as a punt return. Flag from inside the 20. Flag comes in. Covey gets the level and just shy of the 30. On this play. A 56-yard punt, 13-yard return, pending this announcement from Ronald Torbert. Kobe Dean on his 3rd year. You've got Isaiah Rodgers out for this game after serving his year-long suspension last year, signed by Philadelphia in August of last year, but they expect him to be a big part of this secondary. James Bradbury missing the game on IR, but a 9-year veteran, a big part of this defense as well. So when they're full, we know that they're going to be tough to handle. And those 3 guys are going to be a big part of it for Vic Fangio and company, but so far today, despite a couple of explosive plays and drives, both defenses have had moments where I'm like, okay, this has an opportunity to be an elite unit if they put it all together. Extended discussion on the 2 markers.
The flags are killing the game. They're slowing down this game. They gotta get rid of the flags.
So yeah, this is what we call a double whip. There's a foul by the offense prior to the kick, and then a foul by the return team during the return. So the receiving team can either accept the upfront foul and replay it down, or decline it and penalize for the block in the back.
Kicking team number 58 was not lined up on the line of scrimmage. During the return, personal foul is committed on onside block. Number 26 on the return team. Those fouls have been offset. Repeat 4th down.
So you know that there's been a lot of penalties when Ronald Torbert is losing his voice early in the field.
So I'm just curious, Terry, that this was ruled an illegal blindside block, but it was a block on a gun. There was a guy running down. I guess he came from out of the vision.
Well, no, the rule is if he's moving parallel to or back toward his own end line and makes forcible contact, then it's illegal.
Flags are just slowing down this game.
Is that forcible is subjective, Todd. I'm struggling to get that as forceful. It's more like a push, but the official obviously thought that was forceful.
So recap, 4th and 15 all over again here. Wheeler, send it, Covey, ready for it. Fair catch called, and made at the 32.
This one's going to come down to the final play. Imagine if the Packers scored touchdowns instead of field goals now. this game is somewhat close. Philadelphia needs a field goal.
I'm thinking the Atlanta Falcons are ranking worse than when the NFC South. His addition, his defensive line, right? Getting Matthew Gunn. They have a really good offensive line. Bijan Robinson and Kirk Cousins. Don't forget my guy Justice Simmons and Jesse Bates.
I'm looking at I think what Mike McDonald is aggression on defense and what they have as weapons on that offense. They have a chance to be a really special team. We can win the division with the Rams. I'm not sure, but I think they can sneak into the playoffs.
Yeah, if the Niners and the Rams in that division, it'd be tough. Yeah. I mean, and mentioned Harbaugh. I have a brand new Harbaugh coming out here. With the Chargers, I mean, it'll be better for sure. And he's going to get that whole organization on the right path. AFC West, the Chiefs, they'll be a pain in the butt, but I don't know if they get a playoffs.
All right, well, we're going to get back to Brazil next. But first, a message from Accenture, the official business and technology consulting partner of the NFL.
Commissioner Roger Goodell in the House, and next to U.S. Ambassador to Brazil, Elizabeth Crawley Badgley here in Sao Paulo. Great environment, years in the making, and a nation and a region that has a growing NFL fan base. NFL estimates about 37 million fans in Brazil and continuing to grow. It's one of the most popular areas for NFL football outside of the United States. It goes U.S., Mexico, and now Brazil, and we're seeing that come to fruition with this crowd today.
Well, Stephon Diggs is now on the Bills.
In there on first down. Barkley through the hole, puts up out in.
By the center, Jurgens and the left guard, Landon Dickerson. Little tempo now from this Philadelphia offense after that good run on first down.
Oh, third down.
Was with him every step.
Again, Green Bay has been well schooled and well prepared to not allow Jalen Hurts to beat him as a runner. 2 years ago, he had a career high 157 yards rushing. Tonight, that was his 8th carry. He's only thrown 14 yards.
Green Bay defense really struggled against the one last year. 134 left last season. Third most in the NFL. About 60 so far today. Taking it upwards. How to get rid of it. Spun down by McDuffie. Did they whistle it dead?
Oh, don't blow it, Dad.
Alexander thought he was going to walk his way into the end zone.
If he's thrown it away, the ball did not cross the line of scrimmage. So this has a good chance of being intentional grounding. Again, well defended by Green Bay as Hurts left the pocket. Good pressure by McDuffie. That ball did not cross the line of scrimmage. Special grounding. Quarterback pass to get back to my defensive contact. His name is coming forward. Significant pass. In such a play clock is 25 seconds. Please started on 5 seconds.
And just someone did get Ronald Forward a up throw. Impacted by the hit. sent away by Mann. Jaden Reed back. Take it in. 12. So a couple of punts that are off for a 48-yard boot. It will be Green Bay's offense back in control midway through the third.
Thursday night football night time. It's on. It's Buffalo versus Rams. And Thursday night football is back. AFC East division rivals battle it out in a high-powered offensive showdown you won't want to miss. It's Josh Allen and the Bills versus Tua and the Dolphins. Stream Thursday night football only on Prime.
To the well-built car with a nutshell. That's the best elephant in the room. What an actual elephant. It's not something. Fortunately, Hyundai makes their own ice and steel. So, this roof will withstand 4 times the weight of the car. 2 elephants. We only have 1. Indeed, quality is not a luxury.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. Because it's the things you make that show what you're made of. You fight, and this is your reward. Look at the mark of the fight.
Okay, get on the next one.
That's just it, John.
Maybe we should change it up.
Cam, get loose.
He's got this.
You guys this hard. He was going to finish the truck.
If only there were backups in real life, but at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
Yeah, those will get kickoff weekend rolls on. Sunday, 13 games, including staff in the Rams, facing God and Lions in prime time. And Monday, the Jets take on the Niners. Kickoff weekend continues Sunday.
Great look at the inaugural NFL Kickoff Festival at Bondi Beach in Sydney, Australia. Then against the backdrop of one of the city's most iconic landmarks, the fusion of Brazilian flair and U.S. culture, Brazilian dance performances, and Philly cheesesteaks. We've seen the combination of Brazilian and American flavor here in Sao Paulo today. After the Eagles game, we saw a couple of things at a hotel that need more events also on the flight in as well earlier in the week. They want to get a feel for football in Brazil, and they have delivered, to your point. The game has delivered on top of it. It should be a fantastic finish between two teams with 2 Bowl wins in week 1. With the motion man, Jacobs the handoff. Slips the tackle. Jacob weaves his way through, trimming the legs for 8.
You go, Jacobs. You go, Josh. Let's go. Brazil's Camacho 32. If the Packers score a touchdown, they would have 32 points in the game. Packers will probably score a touchdown at some point. Brazil's 32. Nice counter. Looked like he could have gotten more yardage. But they're going to call a hold. These refs, they're killing the game, man. They're killing it. They're calling too many. It's not a good game flow. It wasn't like last night. Refs definitely trying to keep this close till the very end.
Chip.
This was really well played by
And that wasn't a good decision.
Zach Bond does a great job of running from the line of scrimmage and getting underneath the route. And then here's Bond watching one underneath the route. Force the ball to be thrown a little outside, and Blankenship comes away with the interception. But Bond showing his quickness coming from the line of scrimmage. Altered the throw. Blankenship, see if this stands or not.
Blankenship had his first career interception against the Packers in 2022 and delivers once again to get the Eagles right back in scoring position. Puppy motion, now what's the throw? Right footed, Smith. Brady.
DeVonta Smith, who has such a great feel for the game. He's a much different receiver than A.J. Brown. Just knows how to feel his way in zones, knows how to feel leverage by a defender. Sits down as a nice target.
Barkley already with 2 touchdowns on the day, a spin move, and a first down. Lucas Van Ness dragged them down.
Good job by Lane Johnson pulling on that play. We're ready for Barkley for the first down.
Barkley pushing 8 more. There's that 600-pound squat in full effect.
A really nice block by Cam Jurgens. Watch the center 51 get out and lead on the middle linebacker, and that's just the power of Barkley. Once he gets to the second level, he is not an easy guy to put down. Takes 3 or 4 Packers to get him on the ground.
Jalen Hurts trying an NFL record with Josh Allen with 15 rushing touchdowns last year. Instead, he gives it to his running back. And Barkley fights. Touchdown!
Now the Eagles kick the extra point with 31 points. It is packed. That's come out to 31 and 31 to 26. 57 points. Kind of like LaFleur's 57th win. We see a little comeback action.
Again, just the lower body strength. Watch him drag a couple tacklers into the end zone. He stopped right here. He keeps the legs moving. And he
3 touchdowns. Damn. I'm glad I don't play fantasy football this year.
Didn't confirm. Elliott will look to add the extra point.
The penalties have killed the Packers in the second half. Now it's your move, Jordan. Jordan Love, Michael Jordan. What y'all got?
Already into the red zone, and Barkley with the power and the tenacity finishes it off for his third of the day.
Okay, trainees, let's work on fast and friendly train sets. Eyes on the fun now. To the right, Drew.
Your repairs have been scheduled.
Nice.
Yes, you'll get a rental on Sunday.
How's that? Oh, I'm gonna try to stay up your leg. My bad.
We can do this all day. Geico Claim Service is 24/7. And a nice catch. Who's that for the road?
For savings and service, get more with Geico. So this is pickleball? It's basically tennis for babies, but for adults. It should be called Wiffle Tennis. Yeah, these guys are intense. We got nothing to worry about. With E-Trade from Morgan Stanley, we're ready for whatever gets served up. Dude, you gotta work on your chest, huh? I'd rather work on saving for retirement. Or college, since you like to get schooled. That's a pretty good burner, Gabe. Got him. Gabe. Thanks for coming to our clinic. First one's free. Amazon King from AWS is the new generative AI-powered assistant for using the company's data, building apps, and
No one was even trying to tackle on that play. That was just obvious scripted play.
They also inspire my music, help teach me things, and even predict the future.
I definitely didn't predict that. What, the new catch?
Josh Jacobs can score a touchdown. He's got to score at some point, right? Josh Jacobs, come on.
I'm Colin Jones, and I'm Michael, and we're hosting New York After Dark. We know what you're thinking.
That New York After Dark sounds like some kind of X-rated sex show or something.
I don't think anyone's thinking that. New York After Dark, some kind of live comedy thing. September 12th.
Brazil is the sixth country where American games have been played at. Germany, Mexico, England, Canada, Germany. The United States. Brazil is the sixth country where they're playing games at.
Saquon Barkley now with his third touchdown in his Eagles debut. And when I asked A.J. Brown ahead of this game how he expected the addition of Saquon to open up this Eagles offense, he said, I don't know, but I can't wait. His best way of predicting the impact came when he told me that he and Devontae Smith have gotten in trouble at practice a few times because they've been caught just watching Saquon run. But what Brown didn't expect from his former division rival was that Saquon's now the funniest teammate he has.
Great personality, big time smile, and this look at Saquon Barkley is brought to you by Accenture.
Well, he's had a great debut. 3 touchdowns, 15 carries in the ball game, 60 yards, 2 receptions. This touchdown on the beautiful throw by Hurts, but showing some wiggle, showing some burst, showing some power. This is his third touchdown, and a homecoming. His family's from close to Philadelphia, wanted to be there, for he's got 2 young kids, and he can see their grandparents. It's been a great opportunity for him to come back to that area. What a way to start his career as a Philadelphia Eagle.
Of course, a legendary career at Penn State, and back in the state, he is continuing to prove his dominance.
These drops by the Packer wide receivers have killed them. If they can hold on to the ball, they're going to start moving it with ease. The Eagle defense wasn't good last year.
Has a bad interception on the last possession, led to the Eagles taking the lead. And now he's got the football back and a nice throw on first down.
Up with 4 catches, Reed with 2, Watson with 2, Kraft with 2, and Jacobs with 1. Still haven't seen Octavian Wicks bring one in, or Luke Musgrave. Up the middle, Jacobs for a first down.
Now balls around midfield.
That this receiving core, tight ends, running backs on this team, they all understand that it could be anybody's day on any day. I love the way the room because you know that the ball finds good energy. Bring good energy, and you'll find the football.
It's a very unselfish group. They're all about the same age. They're all working on rookie contracts, and they're all kind of in a good place in that room right now. Wide receivers and tight ends.
First down throw, Lofts, incomplete, but a little bit behind Wicks.
Yep, that ball was thrown inside. The rule of thumb is throw it out. When Young Mitchell was in good position in coverage. Reads the route, the ball's thrown inside, and Mitchell's able to get there and knock it away. If it's thrown outside, it's probably a catch.
There's a reason Quinyon Mitchell was taken with the 22nd overall pick this year. First Toledo football player taken the first round from James Williams in 1993. Didn't allow a touchdown in coverage in college.
Oh, good screen there in Eagle territory. Good screen.
On the catch and run for a first down pickup of 11.
And the Packers under LaFleur have been a good screen team. Aaron Jones, the guy that was their running back, was excellent in the screen game.
Eagle player down, injury timeout.
Yes, he did. Gardner Johnson pointing to his left hand. And
Kellen Moore will find a way to blow the game, surely enough. It's just a matter of when.
getting back from Detroit, he played a couple games last year. So he comes in to make the play. What happened after the fact? Yeah, he do it immediately too. So C.J. Gardner-Johnson heads towards the sideline. This drive will continue. For Gardner Johnson, Nick Sirianni, and just how excited he was to have him back. From an energy perspective, there's a guy that can go out and who can get to the football. One of his fondest memories as a head coach, winning the NFC Championship a couple seasons ago. And the first player he saw was C.J. Gardner Johnson. They hugged it out. They were crying together, tears of joy. With Gardner Johnson off, they'll bring in Tristan McCullum. A little less experience in that back line with Blankenship throwing off the interception. Jacobs up to the catch and run. Now he's finding some space. Jacobs into the secondary.
Here you go, Josh. There you go.
For the tackle, but Jacobs gets 22 on the ground.
Great block by Zach Tom, the right tackle. Watch number 50 just kind of crash down. Little double team. That allows the center Myers to get up on the linebacker, and then the burst by Josh Jacobs. Tom is the most consistent on this Green Bay offensive line.
Well, Gardner Johnson back in. This goes down. Right to hot hand. Jacobs looking to get away. He can't. Zach Bond in pursuit.
That's kind of fun to watch. He's super athletic out of Wisconsin. He was an outside linebacker there, outside linebacker when he played in New Orleans. Now he's moved inside, but you just see his skill set, his athleticism. We saw him run under the interception on the last possession. This time we see him run to the sideline and make the tackle.
Bond. Field for a quarterback in high school. Two state basketball titles, field record at high jump and a 200-meter dash. Swinging, Wilson, and Bond.
Remember Nick Sirianni? He was gushing about it. He said, he told his whole team, he said, somebody on this team, one of your teammates in high school was responsible for 94 touchdowns. Who do you think it was? They're guessing all different kind of guys, and they told him it was Zach Bond. Nobody could believe it.
He also showed basketball highlights of everybody. I mean, Cooper DeJean certainly turned some heads in some of the helps that he provided for his high school career. But they said Zach Bond was one of the most surprising and impressive basketball players on the team. So that's up to third and 10 after the tackle.
It's been kind of quiet so far as Bryce Huff right there. They got to get to the Jets.
Love delivers incomplete on the fingertips of Reed.
That wasn't a good play concept.
What they wanted, they had the one-on-one matchup. The defender was inside because of the motion. Just a misfire.
The Super Bowl is on February the 9th. Packers with the field goal would be down 31-29. A total of 60 points. Like the fact that Super Bowl 60 was the last time that Vince Lombardi lost a playoff game against the Eagles. 60 total points in the game.
4 different schools in 6 years of college. His debut in the NFL.
Oh, he missed it.
Missed it. First blemish for the rookie. And the Eagles keep this 5-point cushion.
Ooh.
Josh Curl off the right.
Don't choke it away, Philly. Don't choke it away.
Green Bay's got for years special teams coordinators in the NFL. Rich Bisaccia.
Packers are blowing this game.
Showed off some of that nerve of steel.
They really should be up by 10, 13 points.
Coach Smith sets up the Eagles now at the end of the third. And up Barkley. Barkley, look out! Home run! Saquon Barkley has that big playability.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now he's talking. Now he's talking.
He's got great blocking in front of him, and Landon Dickerson kind of springs him for a good run.
33 yards on the ground for Barkley. Took it
many yards has he rushed for, Saquon Barkley? No matter what, this Eagle team is contenders. They will find a way to blow it again in the playoffs, guaranteed. Guaranteed. This is the Eagles' way. It's been that way for except one season during the Super Bowl era.
Here because you're more likely to buy this product here because of snow. Facts. Super Bowl. Here comes the logo.
Sunday. Time to suit us. That's it. Quarter to and sacrifice your body. Because no matter how hard you kick it, it's easy to Sunday. I got disease. I need to start obsession. My child doctor too. The killer's game. Get it on.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. Fourth quarter, here's Sao Paulo, first NFL game in South America, and Jordan Love is on that side.
Yeah, I saw him, after a couple plays, kind of pulling his toes up, knowing if he's cramping his calves or what. It's not a hot day here. That's not always indicative of what's going on in your body.
Don't forget the rest after the big one gives 94 on the day to go to 3 touchdowns. Gainwell in there.
Thrown up the way.
They're finding a way to choke. Look at that. Deflected pass, first down. You got to get the pass off right there on the screen right there. That is just poor execution.
The wide receiver to lift up and throw. Really well played by Edgar Cooper.
The impact rookies, it was Lamar Fuller who actually saved that last touchdown. The last one of the first quarter. He worked on the Green Bay sideline. They wanted Cooper to make an impact on the Green Bay defense. Barkley split out wide here. Love on the course. Over the middle, wide open. Alcantara will get the first down.
Who do the Packers play next?
Because it was an empty backfield, Green Bay blitz Cody Walker.
I don't care what anybody says. The Eagles, I knew, will win the NFC East, but they're not making it to the Super Bowl 100%. This is Swiss cheese defense. Kellen Moore is not the overall product. This is a team that is only winning because the Packers can't catch a cold. Literally can't catch a cold. His receivers are terrible. Yeah, I take Jared Goff over Jordan Love. Black quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts, NFL doesn't like. You see, they're self-destructing. What are they doing? Just give it to the running back. Don't take a 2-yard loss. This is self-destructive. I never said this game was a lock. The lock of the week was the Chiefs game. This one could go either way. There was a double code for 32 in the game. We discussed it in the NFL pick video. There's a possibility for LaFleur to lose his 32nd game.
Sean Dixon had a beat to that football, and it's 3rd and 13.
But the game ain't over. The Packers can easily tie the game and go for two. Because they're about to kick a field goal. It's 3rd and 13. The game is only getting juicier. This is going to come down to the goal line like last night. The Ravens had the ball inside. He stepped out of bounds. The Packers, they're going to have a chance to tie the game. Jordan Love is going to go Michael Jordan here in this game. Sirianni's in the hot seat. No one. Oh, you spoke too soon. You spoke too soon. Who? What's he doing? Take a knee. You take it. Go. They did. I told you they choked the game. I told you they choked the game away. They took game away. What's he doing? They choked the game away. Packers win the game. Packers win the game. What y'all been talking? What y'all been talking right here? Game over. What y'all talking? You knew y'all jinxed the result. You know what y'all doing. It's about jinxing the result right here. Well, RIP when you RIP right now. What y'all been talking about now? RIP, what y'all talking? A football game is 60 minutes. A football game is 60 minutes, y'all. RIP the Pack. Back the Pack. Here we go. This was easy. Comeback is Gematria of Sao Paulo, Brazil. You're forgetting about this now. Comeback is Gematria of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Sao Paulo, Brazil is 53. Comeback is 53. Jalen Hurts is not a championship quarterback. He can't make the right decisions. He threw 2 costly interceptions. He wasn't smart enough to hold on to the ball to make it an 8-point game. This was an epic failure that the Eagles cannot take back. We are seeing a comeback. The Eagles have choked away the game. They've choked away the game, and the Packers, they ain't catching a cold right now. Their wide receivers need to catch the ball better. They got to stop with the BS illegal shift nonsense. Packers should be up big right now. For real, they should be up big. Eagles are cooked. Eagles ain't cooked. This team is trash. They were frauds. Who they beat last year? They fraud team. They were lucky. Patrick Mahomes and the wide receiver, did he drop it or was it overthrown? They were lucky. They were lucky in that game. Eagles are frauds. This team's a joke. They only play in the NFC, at least the worst division in the NFC. By far, I would take the NFC West over that division. This team is fraudulent. Nick Sirianni, this guy's a little high school guy on the sidelines. He's a joke. But comeback is 53. Sao Paulo, Brazil, 53. The 18th loss against Love. Love is 18. 18th loss for Jalen Hurts in the regular season. Oh, Josh! Go, Josh! Go, Josh! There he goes. There he goes. Eagles are frauds. The Eagles are losing their composure. They have as much composure as Nick Sirianni. Nice strong run right there. The Eagles have imploded. They've lost the game. This is home cooking. Too many people are rooting for the Packers. Packers have to win. You have to give them a show. This is what this is about right here. They got an alpha play call. You know something called play action? Bottom line, I like Green Bay get the 32nd points of the game. Brazil's come out shoot 32, go from 26 to 32 points, I imagine. Whether it be late in the fourth quarter or whether it be on this drive. Is this 4-down territory? Possible. Think they might go for it.
These guys know the type of passion that Jordan Love plays with. You might not necessarily always outwardly see it, but that fire is there. Third down at 5. We're up now up to 199 yards for 2 touchdowns and a pick.
You know, Watson going against Maddox at the top.
Well, steps, fires, may have been hit, doesn't matter.
Oh, wide open. Number 11 again. It's a Reed Barkley show is what it is. Jalen Hurts is terrible. This guy has continued his form from last year. He's absolutely terrible. Jalen Hurts with 15 interceptions. He's still throwing picks. Bottom line, the system's a big failure. Saquon Barkley's not cutting down on the picks. A big, giant, epic failure from Philadelphia Eagles. The Packers will go for 2, obviously.
Go out there and play fast. And play fast he has. Nice run by Emmanuel Wilson. Reed over 100 yards, 105 for the air, the touchdown. They also had a 33-yard run.
This is the Kellen Moore, Jalen Hurts implosion. They failed to kick a field goal. They absolutely royally screwed up in game management situations like this. You don't want to leave points off the board. They're giving the Packers the lead. And now the Packers have a first down.
Jacobs back in there.
Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. Keep on dragging the pile.
Well, we know this guy can carry the load for Green Bay. And since he came into the league, there's only one guy, right? Derrick Henry, that's carried the ball more than he has in his career.
Certainly capable of going deep in ball games and being an ever down back in the second half. He has proven at 8.5 yards per carry. Over 1,800 carries since coming to the league, as mentioned. Derrick Henry, the only one with more. He's 1,500 plus. As a touchdown for the Ravens yesterday, his debut. Love just throws it into the stands.
Excellent coverage in the end.
And could the Packers kick a game-winning field goal, 31-29, 31-32? Possible.
They're trying to get Watson to the back of the end zone. Pretty good pressure, collapses the pocket. But nobody going to the football, and Love smartly throws it away.
Another slight slip from Love, and then flexing that calf once again after the play. Sets up third down and 5. Wilson out wide.
Out there whipping.
Love delivers. Incomplete. Off the intended target a little too high.
Mediocre. Jordan Love is mediocre. That was a mediocre throw right there. Field goals instead of touchdowns. Just think for a second. If he makes 4 out of 5 kicks, the Super Bowl is going to be played at New Orleans. If let's say he makes 4 out of 5 kicks, if he makes a game-winning field goal, because he's 3 out of 4, we can see that happening. 32-31 at Brazil. Brazil's 32, game-winning field goal, 32-31, something like that. That makes a lot of sense.
Winner goes to the postseason. And that place is going nuts. You know you have a Tom Brady. How about them Cowboys? They're not. Does everything in for the team. Way to pick ultimate fight. I can't wait to see how Aaron Rodgers plays here tonight. The race begins anew.
What a slate it is for week one. Saw just an incredible game last night. We've got a really awesome one here tonight so far. But you see the divisional matchups, and it all leads to Sunday night football and eventually Monday night football as well. But that Rams and Lions game that we have on Sunday night, that is going to be a whole lot of fun.
Well, and we were in Michigan for week one of the college football season, flew in and out of Detroit, and that city is ready. They're ready for another NFL season. They got into it last year. They know they've got a team that can win. They get to welcome their friend Matthew Stafford back into the Motor City. They love Jared Goff, so that's an incredible match. And you think about it, last night we saw 2 outstanding quarterbacks duel it out. 2 great ones here dueling it out, both the same 2020 draft class, and then finishing it up Sunday night with Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford. It doesn't get much better than that watching NFL football.
You've got elite quarterback play, you've got elite play, period. And now we're excited to give you a first look.
Man, this game's never going to end.
Jason Kelsey spends his Sundays thanks to the NFL Sunday Ticket.
They're misogynist calves or something.
For the last 13 years, I've had the same game day ritual.
Taking that potassium, Jordan. You're going to need it for the last drive.
Are those my underwear?
Which game is that?
Using NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, we don't have to pick just one game. Let's put on this one.
Wait, so you actually pick our games?
And this one.
So we watch 4 games at once? Watch every game.
Every Sunday.
You go to NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV.
Well, the energy in Corinthians Arena has been awesome from the start. Opened in 2014, Clemens took us through the history, but the home stadium for the Brazilian soccer club Corinthians with 7 titles and the top league here in Brazil. It's about 15,000 people, but it's been 50,000 people that have been engaged from the opening kick, and they are getting a great game, a 2-point game with just under 8 to play. Another tough back here, and the game will reach the knee.
Well, if you're Philadelphia, as much as Saquon Barkley has done for you already, this is where you really want more from him.
The time lapse of this field, it is incredible the way they've turned this around. Where normally a soccer stadium has become a football field, and we've seen some of the slips early, but overall, it has been an awesome environment. As mentioned, you can hear it for the fans right now in this soccer-type field. First down for Philadelphia. And Barkley. Wade Walker right there.
All right. They tackled him for a loss.
Wade Walker. Walker shooting the gap. Beats Landon Dickerson to the point. Dickerson, an outstanding guard, one of the leaders on this offensive line. But Wade Walker beat him to the spot that time.
Well, they can ground it before we get up. He is on his feet and walking off. He appears to be okay. Let's stop it. Let's take another look. Watch.
That's Devon Bullard, the rookie, 2nd-round pick out of Georgia. What a good hit on him.
That's not easy to do.
No,
He'd be around 6'1", 226, might even be bigger than that. And Bullard at 5'10", 198 came to the front.
and you know what? On one of Barkley's long runs, he got a nice block downfield. And maybe just a little bit of a payback on the youngster out of Georgia.
Love still getting worked out on the sideline. 2nd down and 12. Hurts stays in the pocket. Surveys. Hurts. Flat down. Hurts throws it away.
Yeah, there's flag down in the defensive backfield, which is only going to give the Eagles a first down.
What's the penalty on?
Second down, they're behind the sticks, 2nd and 12. And the defensive holding penalty there gives them an automatic first down. The critical penalty against the back. Working on Devontae Smith. The hit breaking route.
What kind of call is that? That's a joke penalty call.
Eagles will start extremely back-to-back seasons. We're going to push their way through, and that guy is certainly going to help. Saquon Barkley, the 3 touchdowns, even though the action play down the middle.
Again, this is where you want to lean on Saquon Barkley. He's had a great game, but now you've got a 2-point lead.
Yeah, the Packers, the missed field goal, the drops, the terrible call, the illegal shifts. They out-eagled the Eagles so far.
Career 100-yard rushing game, also now over 120 yards. So all 4 career games against Green Bay. Looking to add more, that's going to be enough for the first down. Just how dangerous he can be in this Eagles offense. Devontae Smith has been semi-quiet by his own standards. 5 catches, 57 yards. Goddard for the 31. We haven't seen Jahan Dotson make his first catches in either quite yet. But Kellen Moore just showcasing how dangerous this group can be with all the options at his disposal.
Good job by Jalen Hurts, letting that play clock go all the way down. Really working the clock. Sirianni had to call timeout. He let it get too far down.
Now the Eagles are blowing it again. They had to blow through a timeout. It's stupid quarterback. You had plenty of time to snap the ball. How do you let it get down to 0 seconds? Wastefulness.
So much chatter after the way last season ended.
Now you give the Packers a break. You give them time to drink up, to recover their defense. Very costly timeout. You allow the Packer defense to relax, to touch base, to strategize what they want to do to get the ball back 32-31. They finished 1-6. They were trash last game. Is it going to be 1-6 or 1-7? Okay, they finished 1-6, including the playoff game. 1-7, I think. Well, what's 1-7? Eagles trash. 1-6. Teams garbage. Packers are letting up right now. They don't run the ball, Saquon.
Hurts will run. Hurts slips down into Packer territory.
Packers defense is terrible. They don't know how. Where's the spy on Jalen Hurts? This is what I'm talking about. There's no spy over the middle. Jordan Love had no spy containing him. This was such an easy running play. No spy whatsoever. Nobody to account for Jalen Hurts scrambling. Oh, a flag. Is it a hold or is it something on the defensive backs?
15 penalties so far.
Eagle formation! Eagles who eagle. This team is shameless. Eagles choking again. Costly penalties. Keeping the Packers in the game. I don't know what they're trying to force this year as far as illegal formations. They're calling many illegal formations so far during the first two games. Wonder what they're trying to crack down on. There could just be another reason to rig the game. This is probably the latter.
In trouble. Dangerous. Right in the direction.
Wow, that was almost intercepted. This team is choking big time. It'll be a game-winning field goal. 32, Brazil's 32. They got to call it on the Packers, man. Too many penalty calls. Oh, yeah, 35, 34, yeah.
Hold on, third and center. Look at this matchup that we were real excited about coming in.
Great job by A.J. Brown actually becoming defender on that play because Alexander was in position for the pick, and A.J. Brown went from receiver to defensive back and knocked it to the ground.
Big play in this fourth quarter.
They don't have to get it all back. If they can get 5 or 6, it could be 4-down territory for Jalen Hurts and the quarterback sneak.
Hurts all day. Hurts tucks and runs. And it'll be short. It'll bring up towards it short. And I know this is
A late hit against the quarterback. He gone fucked up.
Hurts thinks it's going against Green Bay. Matt LaFleur disagrees.
There's no need for that. There's no need for that.
Based on that reaction, Hurts may have been correct.
Offsetting penalties. What's the call?
Kenny Clark.
What number did he say?
He said 97, Kenny Clark.
What a costly
I see it.
Oh, I see. There's a back trying to get out. Barkley's trying to get out in the route, and Kenny Clark.
I don't know what they're calling right there.
Who sent it down? And again, Philadelphia worked their problem.
Barkley. The Lions got the 8-1. Play. Running back and forth, all over the field. Both sides. Isaiah McDuffie slated for his new defensive coordinator at Boston College. Jeff Hackett.
Have there been 20 penalties called tonight?
This is the time for Jeff Hackett in his first game. in his
You might as well send the house if you're the back of defense. You might as well.
Been patiently waiting on the sideline for his
Force 3rd and 6, something. They're probably going to run it. They want the clock moving.
will prove to be.
They're trying to get in field goal range, too.
Barkley in motion, 2nd and 8. Hurts looking to get away. Walker tries to get to him. And Hurts running for the extra yards. QBs start squatting 500.
This is what makes Jalen.
Wow, the guy that tried to tackle him's a bitch. He let the quarterback ride him for 4 extra yards.
The most important drive for the Philadelphia offense, and Jalen Hurts is making big-time runs. Turns into a fullback, runs through the tackle.
He just lowered that shoulder and went boom, 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 boom.
Hurts goes to the corner. Diana will try to tackle Jalen Hurts.
Barkley, big loss. Down at 35. Devontae Wyatt.
Yeah, they don't have to call a timeout quite yet. Jordan Love is going to go all Michael Jordan on the last drive. Packers have plenty of timeouts in their back pocket. If the Eagles missed a field goal, man, they're fried. They fried.
Philadelphia's had the ball for over 5 minutes.
Packers defense is Swiss cheese. Self-destructing, too. Officials are the players of the game.
Going to the air. Hurts. Complete. Smith breaks a tackle. Smith's got a first down in the red zone. 16-yard pickup. And Devontae Smith proving to be more reliable once again.
Now, these two teams are not the Detroit Lions. They're going nowhere near the George Halas Trophy. How do you lose a game where Jalen Hurts throws 2 interceptions? I mean, this is all on the wide receivers. This is all on the players for committing stupid penalties. Really stupid penalties and drops cost the Packers. The Eagles have zero business of winning the game. They're just perpetually fraudulent in every single way out there. And this is not a typical Green Bay performance.
Working the clock, milking the clock, making throws, and then making timely runs with power and strength to keep this drive going. Did not have much success running the football all game until right now when it matters the most.
Yeah, 17 penalties. That's too many penalties. It completely throws off the balance of the game.
Elevated from the practice squad in there.
They're giving the Packers the ball back. Eagles are self-destructing again. They're giving them the ball back. You play to win the game. Get the first down. Don't run up the middle. Play the timeout game garbage. Be a big dick swinging. Go for the win. Ice off the game. Trust your defense. Kill off the game.
Get them back in the game. For two teams with so much expectation.
I'm going to go a design shotgun run to Jalen Hurts on the outside. Pull the guard out to the left. Fullback, strong side, right side. The fullback's going to go full sprinting to the left, to the sideline. He's going to block whatever's in his way. The guard's going to pull and block whatever's in the way. And Jalen Hurts going to pick up the first down and win the game. This is the call that I call if I am Nick Sirianni.
Games decided by 8 or fewer points, in position to do that again.
Barkley stays in, 104 rushing yards in his debut. They will throw. Hurts. It's caught. Devontae.
Game is over. It's over.
That's awesome. I mean, that's confident.
Man, Packers are a trash team. They're going nowhere. Nowhere. This team is trash. How the hell is Jordan Love the highest paid player in the NFL? Jordan Love is trash. He's awful. Most overpaid, overhyped player in the NFL. How do you make a guy like that the highest paid player in the NFL? He lost the game tonight. He lost the game. It took him too long to get in the rhythm. You have to throw away traveling down south to another time zone, another country. You have to throw all that away.
You get a cantina chicken burrito and bowl. You have a golf course in your house? Bro, I got a Taco Bell in my house. Right.
That's why our favorite part of camp.
What's the ride to camp?
These guys are fried. They're absolutely cooked. Who the Packers have next? Who the Packers have next?
Available on the Honda Pilot. your local Honda dealer or shop online. I didn't do this for the lights or the fame. I did it to pay it forward to the next generation of athletes and pass on the support that my family gave me. I believe in SoFi because they give the same support to millions of members, helping them bank, borrow, and invest for their future. Because for most people,
Yeah, the Vikings are going to beat the Giants. The Vikings are going to have to be a team that's going to be 1-0, kind of keep pace with the Lions. I could see the Lions losing against the Cardinals. The Lions going to start 2-0, but the Lions, will they start 3-0? Probably most likely. Caesars is Camacho 21. I can see a scenario where the Lions start 2-0 and they lose their first road game against the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. I can totally see it. Lions lose their first game against the Cardinals. Caesars Superdome. Caesars is 21. Lions could start 2-1 for all we know. But they do start 2-0 against the conference. Detroit Lions. They should start 2-0. How long has the drive been for? How long was the drive? Ball's at the 6-yard line. Brazil going for their 6th World Cup title. Ball is at the 6-yard line. The game is going to end with 60 points like the 1960 NFL championship game, a game that was won by the Eagles over Vince Lombardi's Packers. I could have done a better job of scripting this football game. Game-winning kick. Game-winning kick. Hey, anything's possible. I'm going to watch until they kick the game-winning field goal. They'll have around 30 seconds left. They'll need a kickoff return for the touchdown. The Packers might as well purposely let the Eagles score. They need to purposely let the Eagles score. The Packers defense is prevent defense. Prevent defense. Prevent.
It's Barkley up the middle. Barkley pushing his way to the one.
They should have let him walk in. Why are you trying to tackle? Don't tackle him. Preserve time. This is game management 101. You let him score. You let him score. Coaches are stupid. Coaches are stupid. You let him in. 1:40's on that clock. Get your head in the game, cracksucker. Come on, not LaFleur. LaFleur is overrated. He'll never, ever win the Super Bowl. He was really the problem in Green Bay. It was never Aaron Rodgers' fault. They're ready to blame Rodgers for not winning because he's being a joker. But Aaron Rodgers was just playing with a very dysfunctional, terrible organization that doesn't give them playmakers. The Packers are cursed. They have a vendetta against Rodgers. They wanted to make Jordan Love the highest paid player because that's their way of getting back at Aaron Rodgers. The Packers will continue to be mediocre and choke in the playoffs with Jordan. They will probably make a Super Bowl with Jordan Love, but they'll probably lose against the Chiefs at some point in the future. My point is, it is not all Aaron Rodgers' fault. This guy should nowhere be near being the highest paid player in the NFL. The Packers are too stupid to not have purposely let them score the touchdown. Take a kneel. Take a kneel.
Oh, he fumbled the snap and Barkley has to jump on it. And more exchange issues with the new center cam jersey.
And Jalen Hurts going to get himself injured playing like that. He's completely reckless. This guy's going to tear his ACL. Someone's going to land on his leg the wrong way. This is dangerous. The Packers are a retarded organization. They don't know how to purposely let him in the end zone.
himself on the back. And timeout with 30 seconds. So you've got two options. The option, in all likelihood, would be take the 3 points and force a touchdown.
You're taking the 3 points.
Close enough here that you could elect to go for it and put the nail in the coffin with a touchdown, and even if you don't get it, you force Green Bay 99 yards. Yes.
Yeah, he's kicking the field goal. What is this announcer on? This guy, what is he smoking? The Packers are overrated yet again. They completely choked the game away. The Eagles had the fumble. They had the 2 interceptions, but they still choked. They're terrible. The Packers, it is a disaster. There's a disaster of a performance. They're completely terrible. Caesars is 21-yard field goal attempt.
A couple of miscues. The door just cracked open enough for Jordan Love and company. Elliott knocks it forward.
This was just a terrible, terrible disaster performance by the Green Bay Packers. They have a horrible quarterback who's nowhere near being the highest paid player in the league. He's a complete fraud.
No, you don't take points off the board here. You get off. I think it's offsides on Green Bay.
Re-kick? It's stupid. You have to re-kick the field goal. Wind it down to 24 seconds. These coaches are retards.
Coming up after the game, it's the Chevrolet post-game. One of the stars of the game,
None of these teams are doing anything. This was a great game, it was, but both of these teams are not doing anything. The Eagles are just recycled. The Packers, we know what we get out of this team. Who's going to be the new team that's going to emerge and be a contender in the NFC? Which team? Because Detroit Lions are making it to the Super Bowl. The Lions are the most disastrous, losingest team ever in the history of the planet and the weakest NFC in ages. If they can't make it to the Super Bowl now, they will never, ever make it to the Super Bowl. This is the most weakest conference I've ever seen ever in the history of the NFC. It is at its weakest point in the history of the conference.
We'll take it out. Nixon losing precious seconds. It's down at 15. 15 more yards to go. So it's in at 30. You start 85 yards away. 22 seconds and no timeout.
We saw 2 Green Bay Packers bring the ball.
You wonder why I call this team the Green Bay Slackers? They slacked away the game with pure laziness with all these stupid penalties. Instead of 3 points, you need 7 points. Instead of 3 points, you need 7. You need to take advantage of these turnovers. Packers are tired. Packers are tired.
Rolls out. Love on course. Oh, it's open. Reed has it. First down and a big one out of bounds. What a grab by Jaden Reed. 34 yards.
34 yards, 34 points, 34 yards. They should feel very horrible if they lose this game. At least it comes down to the last play. Last night's game was better. The Packers were too retarded. Oh, there goes their season. The Colts are winning next week. This team really is a mitigated disaster. one play away from walking out without any injuries, and the quarterback is out for the year. Oh my God, what a disaster. What a disaster. What a disaster. Ouch. I can't even look at that. Everybody knows what kind of injury was sustained. Well,
The man just signed a 4-year, $220 million extension for this team.
that's 2 wins. That's 2 free wins for the Lions. That's a free win for the Cardinals. Go Cardinals. Well, I hope Jordan gets well, but this is a free win for the Cardinals. Well, hey, this is how we did it. We made our money on the Chiefs, and we bet less, you put less money on today's game so you can walk away with the net profit over 2 nights. This is how you do it. There goes the Packers Chiefs 3-peat narrative. That's in the trash can. No Packers, no Packers.
Has a lot of physical gifts. He certainly can extend plays, and he's got a big arm. This is a big spot for him to make a Packer debut.
Yeah, he basically has one play.
Packers are terrible. I like the Colts next week over the Packers. The Packers are terrible.
3 defenders that are going to be back on the 5-yard line. So
Cowboys are a joke. Cowboys ain't winning nothing this year. Cowboys are a joke. The Cowboys should go 30 years without a Super Bowl. I want whatever you're smoking. 30 years without a Super Bowl. Dak Prescott is trash. This is a beautiful script. It means the Lions are going to win the NFC because the Eagles are frauds and the Cowboys are garbage. The Cardinals won't win anything. The 49ers have a Super Bowl hangover. The Lions are the biggest losers known to mankind if they fail to make it to the Super Bowl. I have no expectation for the loser Lions to win the Super Bowl because the AFC is better, but I fully expect the Lions to win the NFC.
From Brazil, Willis slips. Willis steps up, goes down. Game ender. Who else but Zach Bond?
What a killing we made over these last 2 days. Thursday was the lock. Friday was the 50-50. Win or lose, net profit over Thursday, Friday. It's been a great start for the year. 1-1. We nailed Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. This game, it came down to the wire. It did. The big upset of the week is not this game. This game was roughly even odds. The biggest upset of the week is the New York Jets. Nailed the Dolphins game on Thursday. Nailed the Chiefs. Nailed the Travis Kelce touchdown prop against the Bengals. Boom. That is 100%. Nailed the Ravens' first win over the Oakland Raiders because Kamala's born at Oakland. Remember, that's the election narrative. The Eagles are a fraudulent joke. The Packers are just a sorry disaster. I thought the Packers would handle the road trip better, but the Packers are a mitigated disaster. They're not ready to play. They choked the game away. They were lazy and sloppy. Nobody was expecting the Packers to be a lazy, sloppy team, but here they were, lazy and sloppy and completely over their heads. The Eagles choked the game away with the interception. The Packers proceeded to choke and failed to score the touchdown because this quarterback, Jordan Love, is mediocre, and this is the football god's way of cursing him because he's nowhere near close to deserving to be the highest paid quarterback in the game. So the football gods were working their occult witchcraft in this game tonight. The football gods are just as upset and perplexed as the fans are that this mediocre quarterback's the highest paid quarterback in the league. How else do you explain Jordan Love getting hurt? I take Jared Goff over this guy, Jordan Love. He's a joke. His accuracy is terrible. His footwork needs to improve. It's not all his fault. His wide receivers were a mitigated disaster. His wide receivers were worse than Jordan Love. I'll give Jordan Love some slack here. Those wide receivers were trash. Big upset of the year. The Ravens are going to come in and shock the world and hell with Arrowhead at third time's the charm in 2024, 2025, January 2024, opening game 2024. The Ravens to upset the number one seed Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes to win MVP after he beats Joe Burrow next week. Patrick Mahomes to win MVP 4-1, 5-1. Boom. He wins MVP after next week. It doesn't matter. Buffalo is out of the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes is the MVP. He defeats the Bills. Travis Kelce gets on the board. He scores a touchdown next week. The Lions going to trash the Rams 100%. The Rams are a joke. They're another team that's going to fail to make it to the playoffs. You know, the Dallas Cowboys ain't doing nothing this year. They're not making the playoffs. Cowboys are a mitigated disaster. They have a horrible coach. They have a horrible owner. This team is terrible for refusing to fire Mike McCarthy. They're a mitigated disaster. The Steelers could beat the Falcons because Justin Fields is born at Georgia, so Russell Wilson wasn't going to beat him. But Justin Fields, maybe the Falcons are supposed to win the division, but maybe the Falcons division is going to be won in Week 17.
You want to change how your patients see the world? I will change the world. Sees my patients.
But the Lions have easily won the NFC. The NFC is awful. The AFC is the best. I go Saints because I don't think the Panthers have any good players. We're the Pro Bowlers. I don't think the Panthers have many Pro Bowl players. Derek Carr, he's still at 25 touchdowns, over 3,500 passing yards. Saints are at home, New Orleans Saints. The Detroit Lions, that's who. 16 years later, after 0-16, the Lions are a lock, or else they're the biggest losers known to mankind. The Lions will win the NFC. Otherwise, they're the biggest bum team I have ever known. The Cardinals are not winning the NFC. The Detroit Lions are winning the NFC. Arizona Cardinals won't get anywhere near the NFC Championship game. You're highly more optimistic than I am about this team. They'll be a playoff team. They'll be a good team. But are they winning? Hell no. They're not winning anything. Because the Lions are the darlings now. It's all about the Lions. They got to make it back after heartbreak. They take on the personality of the city of Detroit. Deshaun Watson, after his father's death, I think the Washington football team could potentially surprise. The Dallas Cowboys are trash. Cowboys going to lose that game. I think the Falcons going to win at home, with or without Justin Fields. The Bears are looking great after Justin Fields has a stinker of a game. He was just not good. He can't stay in the pocket. The Bears had to make a change, period. Deshaun Watson, game-winning touchdown drive after his father's death. Deshaun Watson and the Browns get it done. And the Browns are beating the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a soft football team. This team got their ass beat. This team is going down and down and down. Stephon Diggs has been traded away. So who's the next prima donna to want to get traded? That's probably CeeDee Lamb.
There might have been a list of don't do's on a trip to Brazil, but winning was a do.
For sure.
Green Gay slackers. Slacker team. Slacker.
They treat us well. The fans were electric, man. And so all the people
The Cardinals will beat the Rams.
I think the Eagles will be ready to play in Brazil anytime they're invited, guys. Thank you.
All right, Kaylee, you gig from both guys. Well, it's finally football season. I think that's fair to say after the last two nights, which means we've got your Peacock picks of the week. First, Schemers, Dreamers, Hustlers, and High Rollers collide in Fight Night, the $1 million heist, bringing now on Peacock. Then,
I'd be really surprised if the Vikings lose against the Giants. I think the Vikings should win.
take on Nebraska on Big Ten Saturday night tomorrow.
Loving the Raven upset come the playoffs. Scripts are already set for January. These games are just festivities in between.
He certainly added to it. We'll wrap up next.
The Lions are going to destroy the Rams. The Rams are a joke. The Rams are going to be 0-2. Cardinals going to easily beat the Rams. 100%.
With power you can count on.
Good night. I'm surprised his dad died. Well, yeah. It's just another scripted narrative after a death. Deshaun Watson, Cowboy season going down the tank after last year's shambolic disaster of a performance in the playoffs.
People always say, until it isn't.
Bills will start 1-0. Cardinals don't have a chance of winning.
And when you couldn't ask your phone to do this, these restaurants on the map. Huh. What about taking my
It's
phone?
rigged for DeMar Hamlin this week.
Man, remember when all phones pretty much did the same stuff? Until they didn't.
Packers really are trash.
Google Pixel 9 Pro phones.
I thought their night couldn't get any worse after what transpired with Jordan Love. Damn, this team is in shambles. Good for the Lions, though. Good for the Lions win NFC. Good for the Lions. Get well, Jordan Love. Get well. Get well, Jordan Love.
Super easy for connecting with the mannequins. You're doing great, everyone. Ooh, you're proud.
Scroll, tap, scroll.
Colorado for the upset.
I'm cramping.
Yeah,
This whole week's a marathon. Keep them coming. Keep her going. Keep her going.